Hell gang hitty in this motherfucker.
I'm leaving bitches and they feelings, I need me a ticket. I blew an easy couple hundred, just bleeding a million. These bitches faggots playing double signs with opposition. These niggas snitches, he don't step, don't tell them gang bitch. Ain't smart as me to trick me off the streets, but they for surely try. Knocking niggas, hookers, a couple shooters don't stand by. They ball a block, gangster turn the cops, the homies turning ops the gangway. But what the streets says, I got the streets on lock, we count chickens. 200 wasn't enough, I had to run it up. These niggas bitches in real life, they just be rapping tough. I could've kept it cool with these niggas, but I don't give a fuck. Stepping for the game, reach for this chain and get your niggas touched. Gang.
Dog a nigga like a rock wobble. We them niggas that be setting off the shot spot. I won't crack under pressure, I'll never fall. And all that bottom bitch shit played out.
We be them niggas out the section that really be stepping. Jumped off the porch and stop the streets with some clinks and a weapon. Look, I just play this shit like chess and they thinking it's checkers. Heavy step, but leave it to the streets, we extra pressure.
West Oakland nigga with some new K's. FNs, 5.7s, get you some flay. Getting to it. We been road running the last 2 days. Man down, your man's over there, he needs some new aid. The Beamer cool, but the Benzo better. This 4-5 and knocked the tiger off his Kenzo sweater. What's them G's on your feet? Them bitches is fruity. What's on the bottom of my shit? Them bitches is looty. Them there triple OG. I can cop hard, ain't funkin' with no little ass kids. I want the top dog. Spend on him. 60 on this chopper, get him dropped off. Have one of them niggas you call brother get you knocked off. It's Mackie. Dog a nigga like a rock wobble. We them niggas that be setting off the shot spot. I won't crack under pressure, I'll never fall. And all that bottom bitch shit played out.
We be them niggas out the section that really be stepping. Jumped off the porch and stopped the streets with some clinks and a weapon. Look, I just play this shit like chess and they thinking it's checkers. Heavy step, but leave it to the streets, we extra pressure.
BFG 300 shit.
Let's stick to the money conversations as of lately I've been reaching. Blew the bag to get them cases closed, dismissals and repeated. I paid the cost to be the boss. It's only right a nigga beat it. Lately battling against the odds and sucker shit. No, I can't be. I've been broke before, got rich, some see money coming leasy. Niggas switch up on the gangsters, get painted on car thieves. Them back doors been flapping open. Ain't no peace inside these streets. If my partner fuck with the suckers, then on my partner I might breathe. Let's Glock 30, hold 30 while throwing 30 while I squeeze and cuffing please. When they're a nigga like what the fuck you niggas think? They don't keep it gang business, they talk to hoes and the police. So what I tell you if you lost, you can't get back from biting cheese, nigga.
Hey, need a plug on the work, I can call heck. 40 plus on the Gleek, that's a Chris fake. Christian moves on my feet, bitch, that's light work. I watch me put them in the air just how I kite.
Keep it street, but most niggas don't keep it gangster. He go with rap, but not the block, gon' get your rank up. Break it out the bitch and whip the arm and hammer. Be cautious about the niggas this round, you niggas be walking cameras on gang.
You niggas tricking on a bitch, I'm getting to the cheese. Yo, bitch, pussy wetter than a 7 C's. 5-inch ARPs, we got 10 of these. Fresh nickel, two-tone with the lemon squeeze. Catch 'em up in traffic, jacking up on you niggas' cars. Let this smacker play through if you fuck with bars. It's BFG tackle gang, we don't fuck with stars. Turn this block into a range if you fuck with ours. Christian lose on my feet, that was 3K. The bitch is broke on a trick, I'm on D-Way. And I don't fuck with ghost Glocks, they got a delay. Heavy stepper in the game like it's EA. Need a plug on the work, I can call heck. 40 plus on the Gleek, that's a Chris fake. Christian moves on my feet, bitch, that's light work. I watch me put them in the air just how I kite.
Keep it street, but most niggas don't keep it gangster. He go with rap, but not the block, gon' get your rank up. Break it out the bitch and whip the arm and hammer. Be cautious about the niggas this round, you niggas be walking cameras on gang.
EJ Beats.
Asia,
I'm
baby.
tired of the fake ass love they be giving. Say you ain't the same, but I'm knowing you ain't different. Off a perk right now, I was getting in my feelings. I think people try to hurt me just to see if I'ma feel it. I was trying to feel some things I ain't felt in a little minute. I was giving you my heart, my last came with it. You was shooting for the stars, I was shooting for a million. I was young and I ain't understand, I'm older now, I get it. Call my phone, what you doing, bitch, I'm working, I ain't chilling. Say you love me when I'm down, but hate it when I'm winning. I was sober for some years, but I got a junkie in me. Family in the chain gang, I ain't seen them in a minute. Black tea, black sheep, I'm the one that you had left eye. Stars in the roof, now I'm headed to the west side. Never fall in love with a bitch, I know she ain't mine. Treat her like the rollie on the wrist, watch her pass time. Used to be in love, but I learned my lesson back then. I just want a hoe who do it better than my last bitch. I'm pouring up the red, Kayla told me I was damn me. Got problems in my head, baby, I come with some bad kids. But got it coming home, I don't wanna see his mama cry. Big boss, I ain't tripping if a nigga gotta die. Tryna get them M's for that pain in his mama eyes. I gotta be headstrong, but deep down it's hurting me inside. I was down bad, had to call the plug back. I know the script, I'm sticking to it like a thumb tape. I cut him off with playing games, how you love that? Shawty got the thuggin' with my heart, I had to thug back. I could press a button on you, bitch, kill a pop off. Wanted to look out for my daddy, he was locked up. Wanna see my cousin one more time, but she boxed up. Graveyard talking to the dead, bitch, I'm chopped up. Started from the bottom, now I'm CEO and business. Granny told me never ever put no trust up in these bitches. When they speaking from mistakes that they ain't made, you gotta listen. I'll be working till the sun comes up, I ain't fit. My brother told me keep that thing on me. I get to myself like, what they changed on me? Yeah, I'ma pull up on you, gas tank on me. If you love me like you say you do, you gotta show me something, I gotta see.
Niggas know me, been off the points like back when. Gang in the field, bitch, we be something like the Pac-10.
Gangland, we around this motherfucker, man.
Oh, man, bitch, stand on that. To the head, I'll show a nigga's feelings. My ninth and wood nigga, up the street from the village.
We ain't in it, you niggas don't turn no blocks, we ain't in it.
Make sure you put him down, never leave a witness. No love for the suckers, never on forgetting. Stomp down on these niggas, cause niggas is big. Ooh, about to blow something. Man got the stick, about to hoe something. Ooh.
Y'all know what it is. It's Gangland TV to SitDown live. Hit the like button. Don't be boosty. And subscribe to the channel. And hit the notification bell, man. That shit easy, man. You know what I'm saying? Easy. Subscribing. That's free as fuck. Hit the notification bell. That's free as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. That shit's free.
Gang in the field, bitch, we be something like the Pac-10.
I feel like something's wrong.
Bridget Carrier, grandmother of Deundrea Ford, says it's unlike her granddaughter to disappear for days.
It's too many days.
Deundrea is the mother of a 4-year-old boy.
She'll call every day and talk to him.
I spoke with the manager of the club a little more than an hour ago. He tells me that they warn the women not to go home with any of the men they meet at the bar.
Court documents now show that Deundrea Ford, she was a key witness in a capital murder case.
Authorities in Houston, Texas are asking the public for help finding a 21-year-old mother who disappeared more than a week ago after leaving her workplace with an unidentified man. Deundrea LaKelsia Ford was last seen around 1 a.m. on September 21st at the Divas Bikini Sports Bar and Grill, getting into a white van. She had been working at the bar for only a few weeks as a dancer before she went missing. Family members realized something was wrong after Deundrea went days without contacting her 4-year-old son. She had been staying at a friend's home for about a week, but it was unlike her to just disappear for days without contacting anyone. Deundrea is described as 5'4", 170 pounds, with brown eyes and black hair. She was last seen wearing a black tank top and tan pants.
Family is desperate for answers after a mother disappeared after work 5 days ago.
And her family fears something may have happened to her. They say it is just not like her to leave her 4-year-old son.
Yeah, I spoke with the manager of the club a little more than an hour ago. He tells me that they warn the women not to go home with any of the men they meet at the bar. The family members say 21-year-old Deundrea Ford had only worked as a dancer here at Diva's Bikini Sports Bar and Grill for a few weeks. It's the last place anyone saw her.
If anyone has her, that they release her and let her come home. We just want her home.
Tonight, her family is pleading for help. They say they knew something was wrong when Deundrea went days without contacting her 4-year-old son.
I'm confident that something's not right. This is not her normal behavior.
Family members say the club showed them surveillance video from that night. Tonight, the club's manager says the video has been turned over to police.
According to several eyewitnesses and Deundrea's family, she was last seen getting into a white van with the man she had been talking to at the establishment. Surveillance footage caught the van driving away from the bar around 2:30 a.m. Deundrea called a friend about a half an hour earlier, but they were asleep and did not get the call. The friend attempted to call her back, but was never able to reach her. Her location had also been turned off. Deundrea's family went back to the bar to view surveillance footage showing Deundrea and the customer sitting in the van for a little over an hour before driving off in a direction where the club doesn't have cameras. They were also able to obtain the address of the man she had left with. It is unclear exactly how her family retrieved the address and who they retrieved it from. Unfortunately, when they knocked on the door of the residence, no one answered, prompting the family to call police.
Yeah, I did. Good evening, Dominique Anthony. So the last time that someone saw 21-year-old Deundrea Ford was right outside of the Divas Bikini Sports Bar and Grill. And they've been calling and texting her, but no response yet. And the family says they will keep doing that until she either answers or they find out where she is.
You can't sleep because you don't have any information. They're not giving you no hope, And all I just want her to do is come home.
Bridget Carrier says the family's doing everything they can to find her granddaughter, 21-year-old Deundrea Ford. She was last seen on camera in front of the Divas Bikini Sports Bar off of the East Freeway near Federal Road. Her uncle, Kevin Carrier, says she had been working there as a dancer for only a few weeks. Carrier saw the bar surveillance video himself and says it shows on September 21st around 1 a.m. Deundrea gets in the passenger seat of a white van outside the bar with a customer. They sit there for a little over an hour. She could be seen in the front seat.
After that,
I'ma say, first sign of a weirdo, white van. This nigga got a van. Not saying weirdos won't get you in any other car, but a weirdo in a white van. Nigga, that's crazy. A weirdo in a white van. Y'all sitting there for hours. They just told y'all, man, don't go home with no nigga. Y'all meeting here. This is exactly the reason why they saying this in this establishment. Don't go home with no man you meet in this establishment. And this is why we telling y'all this. You see what I'm saying? First off, she should have known there was something going on due to the fact that he has a white van. He got a white van. I know he like once she get in his car, it's over. I got her. Cause now she hopped in here on her own. I didn't force her to get in here. She hopped in here on her own. You see what I'm saying? Like for real. That white van should have been the first clue that this nigga may be a weirdo. And that's facts.
drive off in a direction in which the club doesn't have cameras, and that's it.
A friend received a call from Deundrea around 2 a.m., but they were asleep and missed it. Calls to her remain unanswered. Her uncle says before she got in the van with the customer, that same man was seen talking to another staff member inside the bar for about 20 minutes, and they seemed to know each other. The family says that interaction brings about questions.
Why is the information on the girl so scarce to come about from the club? Why is someone that this guy is interacting with, along with one of your waitresses, someone that you don't know?
Police have released very limited information on this search. The family tells us they try not to think of the worst case scenarios for Deundrea and hoping that whomever she left with that night hears their plea.
Let her come home to her family and her son. Just don't continue trying to hold her, or if you making her do anything, you know, out the way or whatever, just let her go.
Now, when we got here earlier, we saw two detectives walking out. One had a small duffel bag. We're not sure of what was in it or what it was, but they have very limited information. No suspects have been identified. If you know where Deundrea is or have any information that can help to solve this case, call Houston Police.
Unbeknownst to Deundrea's family, court documents will reveal that she had been an eyewitness in a capital murder case that occurred in May of this year.
New details on the missing Houston woman who was last seen getting into a van outside of the bikini bar where she worked as a dancer. Court documents now show that Deundrea Ford, she was a key witness in a capital murder case. Fox 26's Sherman DeSalle joining us live now from the newsroom to break this case down for us. Sherman.
Yeah, it's a lot of information. As tonight, police have no new details on Deundrea's whereabouts. But our newsroom has managed to find out that the 21-year-old was a witness in a shooting in May that left one man dead. 4 people were arrested in this case, including a former Harris County detention officer. Court documents state that on May 10th, Deundrea Ford and 21-year-old Kitiana Taylor traveled to Baton Rouge, Louisiana to work as dancers and prostitutes for clients brought to them by 35-year-old Otis Parker. Parker was driving Taylor and Ford home from Louisiana with the cash the women made there, according to documents. Police say text messages from Taylor indicate she was planning a setup to rob Parker of at least $1,500 in cash when they arrived at an apartment complex on Selinsky Road early that morning. Parker was shot and killed. 22-year-old Jamal Brown, also known as Bam, was listed as the shooter, and 22-year-old Jarrell Wheeler was listed as an accomplice, along with Kitiana Taylor and 20-year-old Mariah Green. Jamal Brown was killed a month later in a shootout with police. He had been on the run from the capital murder charge. The 3 other suspects, including Jarrell Wheeler, a former Harris County detention officer, remains in jail. Now, whether or not the shooting in May is related to Deundrea Ford's disappearance, that's yet to be confirmed. I reached out to Ford. Kitiana Taylor traveled to Baton Rouge, Louisiana to work as dancers and prostitutes for clients brought to them by 35-year-old Otis Parker. Parker was driving Taylor and Ford home from Louisiana with the cash the women made there, according to documents. Police say text messages from Taylor indicate she was planning a setup to rob Parker of at least $1,500 in cash when they arrived at an apartment complex on Selinsky Road early that morning. Parker was shot and killed. 22-year-old Jamal Brown, also known as Bam, was listed as the shooter, and 22-year-old Jarrell Wheeler was listed as an accomplice, along with Kitiana Taylor and 20-year-old Mariah Green. Jamal Brown was killed a month later in a shootout with police. He had been on the run from the capital murder charge. The 3 other suspects, including Jarrell Wheeler, a former Harris County detention officer, remains in jail.
Y'all see what's going on, right? Y'all see what's going on, right? Now, in the beginning of the story, they making it seem as if, damn, man, she was abducted by a nigga in a white van. Because that's what I would tell, too. Like, damn, she hopping in a white van? Like, that's kind of weird if you ask me. But now it's all making sense that she's a witness to a murder, and maybe she know a lot to get these niggas sent away now. Could she have been texting her about the plan? Could she have been in the plan and got away, or she was in the plan and they knew, like, hey, bro, we gotta get rid of this bitch, bro. We gotta get rid of this bitch, bro. She know too much. She's a witness. She's done seen. She know we about to set him. The girl like she knew I was about to set him up. She can get her ass sent. So.
You know, I found it interesting that they dropped that in after the missing part. They dropped that in, like slid it in. You know what I'm saying?
Because watching it, you will be like, hold on, she was abducted.
Right. Right. But then as they slid that in, I'm like, oh, okay. I see what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? Who's that message for? Who's that message for?
It would have had to been this nigga in the van because he worked in the in a detention center. He was a correctional officer, so you know his tricking ass probably know a few women in that little bar. So you know.
Because I was like, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute here.
They whooped the nigga. They like, all right, y'all see what's going on. She got, and then all of a sudden, wait, okay, yeah, she did get abducted, but not like how a motherfucker making it seem. She got took because she a witness to a murder and knows some shit.
Okay, I caught that like a mitt. I caught all that like a mitt. I was like, okay, I see what's happening here. Right in your face. That's cold. That's cold.
This shit is crazy, Gary. Hold on.
Now, whether or not the shooting in May is related to Deundrea Ford's disappearance, that's yet to be confirmed. I reached out to Ford's grandmother, who I spoke to yesterday, to get a comment, but I haven't heard back as of right now.
As of right now, it is unclear whether the shooting in May is related to Deundrea's disappearance. Houston police have not announced any additional leads or motives in the investigation. The case remains ongoing.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, you heard they said the case is still ongoing. They ain't found her ass. And best believe she can't show up to that case. She can't show up. You know that's gonna ruffle some feathers.
Yep.
You know they probably like that's our star witness to get these guys up out of here. These guys might walk.
Yep. And everybody knows it. They may not say it, but they know it. And this is how shit be moving, man. This is how shit be moving. Plans within plans. Yep. Yep. 2 + 2 = 4 all day.
Shit crazy. Ain't no way they did that, man. They got that girl, man. That girl hemmed up somewhere, man. I ain't gonna lie, that they need to stop looking for her. They did something to her.
Yeah, she gone. They ain't gonna yeah.
They did something to her.
If they do sign her, either they gonna pin it on someone else, or it's gonna be some weird, some weird movement.
You know, it's Sunday, and everybody pray, man. Somebody might pray to Yeshua, somebody might pray to Allah, somebody might pray to Buddha, somebody might pray to Gaddafi, whoever, Some people might think God is a woman. Whatever you pray to or whatever you are, you know, we all trying to get to that one place. You know, some may call it heaven, some may call it Jannah, you know, but at the end of the day, we all trying to get to the same place. You see what I'm saying? And I want to talk about these bishops and these pastors and how they use the faith to scam and manipulate people. You know, you don't need to go to church. You don't need to go somewhere to where they be like, oh, if you don't go to church, you ain't saved. Man, I don't got to go to that. I'll listen to church on the radio before I go in that motherfucker and be getting scammed and whooped out of my chicken. Yeah, so let's get into it, man. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, slap that notification bell. We about to watch the life and many scams of Bishop Lamar Whitehead. This nigga is a fucking creep. You gotta watch niggas like this. The life and many scams of Bishop Whitehead. Let's get into it, man. It's Gangland.
Me to be a preacher. Y'all think I want to be a preacher? You think I want to? I don't get paid from preaching. Y'all think I want to? No, I have to follow my calling. Because let me tell y'all something of who Bishop Whitehead is, right? Let me tell you who Bishop Whitehead is. Bishop Whitehead is going to say it like he want to say it, and I'm going to tell it like it is, because I ain't scared of none of y'all.
He dresses in designer suits, drives a Rolls Royce, and preaches regularly to his 1.5 million Instagram followers while referring to himself in third person. But he's not a wealthy businessman or influencer. In his own words, Bishop Whitehead is the GOAT when it comes to faith and ministry. Behind the rags to riches story he would have his followers believe is a skilled con man with a dark past. A past that includes using love to steal what police believed was millions of dollars, landing him in federal prison. But the bishop didn't leave prison a reformed man. His cons are still going on today, including on the most vulnerable of his congregation.
Confrontation during a Sunday sermon in Brooklyn landed two people behind bars, including a bishop who argues he was protecting his family.
This is the story of the scandalous life of the Brooklyn bishop, Lamar Whitehead. Before we begin, a quick note about the sponsor of this video, Care of. Care of is a subscription service that ships high-quality, personalized vitamins, supplements, and powders to your door every month. Care of products are made from good-for-you, clean ingredients that are backed by the latest science and research so you can feel good about what you're putting in your body. Care of's packs are made from a plant-based film that makes them compostable. If you have trouble deciding what vitamins you need or get overwhelmed by the process, Care of's quiz takes all the guesswork out of building your routine. The easy quiz asks you questions about your diet, lifestyle, and health goals. Take Care of's quiz and see what vitamins and supplements they recommend for you. Since taking the products Care of sent me, including their electrolytes, B vitamins, and probiotic blend, I've appreciated more sustained energy levels and felt good knowing I'm using quality ingredients that have been ethically harvested and third-party tested. Click on the link below and use my code NOTTHEGOODGIRL for 50% off your first order with Care of. Thank you to Care of for sponsoring this video. I really appreciate the support. Lamar Whitehead was born in 1978 to a loving mother and father. But tragedy struck Lamar's life when he was only 6 weeks old, when his father was killed in a violent police altercation during a routine traffic stop. After that, Lamar and his siblings were raised by their mother. Despite the adversity, Lamar excelled at school and was a gifted athlete. When he graduated high school, he was offered scholarships to Shaw University, Farmingdale University, and Eastern New Mexico University. Eventually, Eastern New Mexico won out, and Lamar enrolled on accounting and videography courses. After returning to New York, Lamore opened his own business as a mortgage broker. It was around this time he claimed he felt an awakening to his true purpose. That purpose was ministry, and he enrolled in further studies at the New York Theological Seminary. He completed a certificate in ministry and human services from the Theological Institution of Rising Hope, Inc., an accredited institution. After finishing his studies, he became a licensed New York State chaplain and a certified marriage and funeral officiant. So far, Lamore's story sounds like that of an intelligent man who felt called to serve a higher purpose. He had overcome the trials of his childhood and the challenges of the community where he was raised, and he wanted to inspire those who are struggling and show them a path to redemption through his God. But behind the facade, Lamore was using his talents for something much more sinister. In 2005, a woman in the New York County of Suffolk reported that her name had been fraudulently used to buy a motorcycle. It only took a couple of days for police to spot the motorcycle, and when they pulled it over, the driver identified himself as Lamore Whitehead. When investigators looked a little closer at Lamore and the apparent identity theft of the woman, they were able to connect the events to a string of other similar cases. Starting in 2004, officers in the same New York County of Suffolk had received complaints from multiple residents who claimed their identities had been stolen. All of the reports had one thing in common. The stolen identities had been used to secure financing for the purchase of vehicles, many of them Range Rovers and motorbikes. As the number of victims began to grow, the police department determined there was more than one person involved. So they established a theft investigation unit in the hopes of tracking down the perpetrators. While it wasn't always the same person who used the stolen identity, the investigation revealed that one lead person was behind the scheme, Lamore Whitehead. This is how the scheme went down. During the years the identity theft was taking place, Lamore was dating a woman who worked at a Long Island car dealership. Part of her job was running credit reports on customers who needed financing in order to buy a vehicle. To do so, she had access to almost all of the customers' personal information, including their social security numbers, bank accounts, credit history, and home addresses. Lamore's girlfriend kept the login details for her work computer sitting on her desk at home. And while showering her with compliments, gifts, and nice dinners, Lamore was secretly using her login info to access the customer's personal information and take out loans and lines of credit in their names. Lamore used the loans to buy nice cars and motorbikes, as well as to deck himself out in designer threads and jewelry. Overnight, Lamore had gone from a humble, Brooklyn-born and raised chaplain to a high roller who splurged on gifts and gadgets. He put his wealth down to his success as a mortgage broker, but identity theft wasn't the only scam Lamore was running. He was still working as a mortgage broker when he realized that not only did he have access to easy targets through his girlfriend, he was sitting on a goldmine of personal information himself. His job meant that he had access to the same information about each of his clients as well. He knew exactly what they were worth, and he knew exactly how much more they could borrow. Armed with this knowledge, Lamore reached out to one of the clients he previously helped secure a mortgage for and made him a proposal, telling him, quote, "You give me $200,000 and I will give you back $225,000 in 30 days. It sounded like easy money, and the client had already been impressed by Lamore when they worked on the mortgage deal. He trusted him. So the client agreed to the arrangement and took out a $200,000 loan against the home he had just purchased. He didn't tell his family about the arrangement as he wanted to surprise them with a special gift when the $25,000 came through. It will come as no surprise that 30 days came and went without the original loan or the agreed interest being paid. One day in 2006, 26-year-old Lamore was driving a stolen Land Rover down Riverside Drive in Manhattan when police lights appeared in his rearview mirror. After pulling over, he was quickly surrounded by officers, many who made up the theft investigation unit established 1 year prior, and he was arrested on multiple charges of identity theft. Suffolk Detective Sergeant Stephen Jensen described Lamore's outfit at the time as a pimp-style red and white mink coat. After the arrest, police searched Lamore's $500,000 home. Officers found multiple laptops, cell phones, a stolen weapon, and a bulletproof vest, all of which they believed were tools Lamore used to carry out his crimes. He was subsequently charged with illegal possession of a firearm. But the identity theft and firearms charges were merely a speed bump on Lamore's road to riches. Despite the indictment, Lamore was released on $90,000 bail and set free to do as he pleased. And it pleased him to keep on scheming. That was until 2008 when he was finally taken into custody to stand trial. By then, he had been charged with 10 counts of identity fraud relating to more than $500,000 worth of loans. Ultimately, Lamore was convicted on 17 counts of identity theft and sentenced to 10 to 30 years in prison. As other victims came forward, the prosecutor in the case later stated they believed Lamore's fraud could total more than $2 million. But after spending less than 6 years behind bars and being described as an ideal inmate, Lamore Whitehead was released from prison in 2013, and the bishop was just getting started. I have a calling, and I had to do what I had to do. As soon as I came home, it was on. These were the words of the bishop who was newly released from prison and promising redemption. Only weeks after leaving prison, Lamore set up his own church called the Leaders of Tomorrow Ministries. His congregation started with 43 worshipers who came to his home to hear his inspiring sermons about rising up from where you came from and achieving financial success through God's power. Lamore's form of preaching has been referred to as the prosperity gospel, which emphasizes the material benefits one can achieve through a relationship with God. Whereas other forms of Christianity preach humility and giving what you have to help others, Lamore preached about proudly demonstrating your affluence as a means to attract others to God. In this one aspect, Lamore practiced what he preached. He would stand at the front of his congregation wearing tailored designer suits with chains of gold and diamonds hanging from his neck. He had a garage full of various high-powered luxury and sports cars. So where did the money come from? Lamore got it exactly where any self-respecting designer-wearing prophet would get it: his congregation. Well, some of it. At the end of each sermon, Lamore would hold up a stack of empty envelopes and invite his followers to bid on an envelope to the value they wanted to sow. He told them that the more they sowed, the more they would reap in return. Whether it was $50, $500, or $5,000, there seemed to be no shortage of people willing to donate to his fund. But even if every one of the 43 members in his church gave him an envelope full of cash, his clothing and lifestyle far exceeded the amount he was being given. One Gucci or Louis Vuitton suit with matching shoes can easily cost $10,000, and that doesn't account for the jewelry or the cars. So where did he earn the rest of the cash to fund his lifestyle? In early 2020, 56-year-old Pauline Anderson had the misfortune to cross paths with Bishop Lamore Whitehead. When she attended one of Lamore's sermons, she saw a well-dressed, wealthy pastor tell the congregation how they could and should get rich through God and him. 4 months after joining the church, Pauline underwent a major surgery and received a get-well-soon phone call from the pastor. Just a few months later, Pauline received another call from the man, and this time he wanted to talk about money. Pauline had always wanted to buy herself a home for her and her family, but her credit score had taken some hits over the years, and she was turned down by every lender she approached. Despite having a deposit saved, she was never able to secure a loan. Enter her savior, Lamore Whitehead. Lamore told her about his experience with mortgage broking and offered her a solution to her credit problem. In exchange for her deposit, he would buy a home in her name through his company, Lamore Whitehead, Inc. Lamore assured Pauline that her deposit would cover the house and any repairs it needed and would also leave a little bit left over, which he would return to her with some interest. Pauline had no job after having surgery, and the deposit was everything she had to her name, including her retirement fund. Although Lamore had helped her son buy a home, she was still cautious of doing business with the bishop. To put her worries to rest, Lamore offered her a $100 monthly stipend, which he would pay until she moved into her new home. That promise did the trick, and on the 30th of November 2020, Pauline wrote a check to Lamore's business for $90,000. For 6 months, Pauline never received a single $100 monthly stipend and heard nothing about her new home despite constantly contacting Lamore for an update. Every time she did manage to get through to him, he would tell her he was too busy with his campaign running for Brooklyn Borough President. By mid-2021, Pauline suspected that there was never going to be any house. But she knew for sure this was the case when her son received an interesting email from Lamore. Pauline had been introduced to Lamore by her son, Rashid. Rashid had supported his mom in investing in Lamore's company, but when he realized Pauline was being scammed, he was the one who attempted to convince Lamore to give the money back. Rashid repeatedly texted and emailed Lamore until one day he got a reply, but it wasn't the reply he expected. Lamore had accidentally sent an email regarding a down payment on a $4.5 million home in Saddle River to Rashid. The email outlined some details about the down payment on the home. The amount discussed would have been more than enough to repay his mother's investment. But when he told Lamore about the email and demanded that he return Pauline's money, he received a text from Lamore that said, quote, "I'm in awe of how the devil is using you. However, I knew it was coming. Now beware."
Now you know this nigga out here selling hope like dope. This nigga selling hope like dope. And not only selling hope like dope, this nigga is out here maneuvering the people. He is out here maneuvering, scheming the people. That's why I wanted y'all to watch this, man. Like, this can go for any religion. And it might be nigga out here scheming like a motherfucker. Selling hope like dope.
Wow. That's I don't know. This ain't got nothing to do with religion. This ain't got nothing to do with spirituality. This is greed right here.
Nothing to do with spirituality. This nigga over here just scheming.
Wow.
Using God.
Let's get back into it, Gangland.
Aware of the hand of judgment will hit your life and everything that's connected to you. And for the record, anything that was given to me is a donation unless it's attached to a contract. I was making investments. That's what I do. In 2021, a federal lawsuit was filed against Lamore Whitehead for his part in fleecing Pauline of her life savings. But it wasn't only Pauline that he had taken advantage of. The lawsuit also indicted Lamore on charges of using force to try and get a businessman to pay him $5,000. Lamore also attempted to get the same businessman to lend him $500,000 and give him a stake in high-end real estate transactions. When Lamore was asked for a statement about the lawsuit, he claimed that Pauline and Rashid were only going after him because of his celebrity status. Saying, quote, "Everybody that tried to sue me because of my celebrity status is just going to keep going in and trying to do what they do." Lamore reiterated that he invested her money as agreed and that there was never an agreement to buy her a home. But we aren't at the strangest part of the story yet. Call it karma, divine intervention, or just bad luck. But Pauline's lawsuit may never have made it into headlines if it wasn't for the day that Bishop Whitehead was robbed while in the middle of preaching a sermon. Lamore's history of shady dealings and the true source of his abundant wealth might never have been known if it hadn't been for the events of July 24th, 2022. On that day, Lamore rolled up to his service in a Rolls-Royce, one of his favorite vehicles. He stood in front of the congregation wearing a maroon velvet robe with gold cuffs, designer loafers, rings on most of his fingers, and a thick gold chain around his neck. His sermon was being live streamed, and he opened with the line, quote, "How many of you have lost your faith because you saw somebody else die?" Only moments later, the live stream showed 3 people dressed in black and holding weapons entering the church and demanding everyone hand over their valuables. The group moved through the
Lay it down, lay it down. Hoe ass nigga, lay it down. Lay it down, lay it down. You hoes lay it down. Yeah. Yeah, they went in there and nigga pushed the line like, nigga, we tired of your shit, nigga. We about to show you, you Kurt Franklin looking son of a bitch.
Wow.
You Kurt Franklin looking son of a bitch. We about to press a hard one on your ass, nigga. Hold on. Lay it down, lay it down. You hoes lay it down. Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, lay it down, nigga. Give me everything, nigga. I want these watch, nigga. I want everything, nigga. Fuck you mean, nigga. You out here scheming people, nigga. This shouldn't hurt you. This shouldn't hurt you. You been scheming to get it. You been scheming to get it. Yeah, shout out to Louisiana, man. Shout out to the boot, man. Shout out to that, shout out to Shreveport, man. Shout out to Baton Rouge, man. What's happening? Lay it down, lay it down. You hoes lay it down. Yeah, nigga, lay it down, nigga. I needs mine, nigga, everything.
Okay. Oh my God.
You mean Kurt Franklin looking son of a bitch? Lay it down. Need mines, nigga, with dip, nigga.
You have lost your faith because you saw somebody else die. Only moments later, the live stream showed 3 people dressed in black and holding weapons entering the church and demanding everyone hand over their valuables. The group moved through the congregation and removed jewelry from Lamore's wife, who was sitting in the front row holding
Oh, what you thought? Y'all thought what you thought? You was safe too? Just give me this Burberry coat, bitch. Hey, hurry up.
Okay.
Hurry up. Don't look at me, Kurt Franklin. You put your big barbecue wolf knuckle forehead nigga to the ground, nigga, before I pop you, nigga.
I can't.
Stop playing with me, nigga.
Wow. Oh, wait. I'm wondering who sent them.
Don't tell me that, Stash. Don't tell me that nigga faked that robbery. Don't tell me that nigga faked that robbery, Stash. Don't tell me that nigga faked that robbery. Oh my God. That nigga said he faked it. Oh my God. Oh my God. They didn't fake that. Oh my God.
I've seen this before.
But if this was a real robbery, nigga, hold on, nigga, give it here, nigga, everything, nigga, lay it down, nigga.
Everything. And we'll keep moving on. Keep on.
Nigga, I need these Cartier specs. Give it here. Nigga, I need these rings, nigga. I need these watches, nigga. Give it here, nigga. What? That nigga out here playing. See, he played too much. That's why hopefully he got what he got, because this nigga played too much. So now this nigga staging a robbery. This nigga greedy as fuck. Like, I hate your Nigerian black ass, nigga. You Nigerian nigga, like you scamming Nigerian black.
This girl got, she got some serious Botox. Look at here.
No, I don't think she got no Botox though. She do like a little cabbage patch in the face though. You know what I'm saying?
That's something.
Nigga, well, that was some real shit, nigga. Lay it down, nigga. And your wife too, nigga. She ain't, nigga. What? She ain't excluded. Fuck, nigga.
Holding their young child. Another person held their weapon to Lamore's head while they pulled each ring from every little finger and then took the diamond chain around his neck. The thieves left just as quickly as they came. Lamore claims that they got away with more than $1 million worth of jewelry, including a Cuban chain-link chain valued at $399,000 and a Rolex watch worth $75,000.
They're coming straight in. Trust me. I've got nothing.
Bishop was robbed at gunpoint in the middle of his Sunday sermon today, and it was all caught on camera. The service was being live streamed this morning when he says 3 to 4 men walked in with guns. He spoke at length with CBS 2's Lisa Rosner about why he believes he was targeted and his message for the suspects.
5 to 10 minutes into preaching Sunday morning on Remsen Avenue in Canarsie, Bishop Lamore Whitehead saw the door in the back of the room kick open.
How many of you have lost your faith because you saw somebody else die what you about to go through? Yo, all right. I seen 3 to 4 men come in. I said, all right. It's pretty much stating that.
Man, this nigga look like one of them fucking little. Y'all ever seen the movie Tales from the Hood? One of the little dolls off the wall. One of the little puppet dolls. He said, "I'm gonna shoot off your little niggerlet balls."
Yeah.
That nigga said.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God.
Y'all remember that story when that nigga, that little puppet, tripped that nigga down the stairs and killed him?
Yeah. You little nigga.
That nigga looked like one of them little puppets.
Yeah, he do. He looked like the one that was the main one.
Boy, that nigga look like the main puppet.
You little nigga.
I'm gonna shoot off your little niggerlet balls.
Yes. He does look like the main one.
All you hear is hella tapping and shit. That nigga, them motherfuckers running across the ground. All you heard was,
yeah.
Like, what the fuck, bro? These niggas tapping, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm like, ah. This nigga look like the motherfucking. This nigga look like Baby Penny. Remember when Penny Hardaway had that little doll, the little Baby Penny doll? That nigga look like the Baby Penny Hardaway, nigga.
No, I don't remember that. Mm-mm.
Oh my
But
mama, nigga.
sounds
Anybody remember Penny Hardaway, nigga? When that nigga came out, he had that little doll, nigga, that looked dead on his ass. This is him. This is a life size.
You remember that video? I like to wake working.
Oh my God. What's going on? Like, stop it,
Now
please.
listen, one thing I must state. Remember the key word of what he was saying, and then they came in? That was the code, man.
Wait. All right. Wait. Nigga, hold on, nigga.
Yeah.
Somebody better get this nigga, boy. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, knick-knack, paddywhack, looking ass. 600,000 out of time. My bacon smelling fine, looking ass nigga, boy.
Damn. The hell did you just say?
Nigga, no, that was from Don't Be a Menace. He like that nigga from Don't Be a Menace.
Oh, I've never seen that. I need to see that.
This nigga, boy, what the fuck?
I like the way you work it. Boom diggity. You remember the little puppet?
Man, that's what I'm saying, man. This nigga, oh,
Man.
God damn.
So, yeah, if you notice, they came here when he said that word death.
Exactly. That was the key word, nigga. Ain't nobody stupid, nigga.
Yeah.
That was yeah. All right, come on.
Yeah. That motherfucker.
Damn ass nigga.
I'm not going to do anything, right? Because I know y'all coming for me. Y'all coming straight to me. I don't want my parishioners hurt, right? I got women and children there. As I got down, one went to my wife and took all her jewelry and had the gun in front of my 8-month-old baby's face. Took off my bishop's ring, my wedding band, and took off my bishop's chain, and then I had chains underneath my robe. He started tapping my neck to see if anything else. So that means they knew. They watched and they knew that I have other jewelry.
The church's live stream shows the gun being held on the pastor.
They had the guns on my deacons that was at the door.
Whitehead says what you don't see on camera are around 100 congregants who were in the room. Men, women, and children dropped to the floor in silence.
My church is traumatized. The women and children are still crying. Still crying. Babies are still crying.
Police say the men took off in a white Mercedes. Whitehead says cops have a license plate
Come
and
on.
witnesses saw the men change clothes outside.
These men, they need to turn themselves in. I forgive you, and I'm praying for you. You know, and I hope that God deliver you from the mindset of who you are.
The video of the robbery quickly went viral online and brought a whole new level of attention to the crooked bishop. Many people claimed that the theft was a setup by Lamore for media attention, or an insurance scam he ran to get a cash payout. The idea that Lamore was running another scheme was amplified when Lamore repeatedly reenacted the robbery during his live stream sermons for weeks after the event. He warned that other pastors were in danger and that they should always be armed when doing the Lord's work.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey guys, I'm Don Game. Are you ready for a fantastic game and its anniversary awards? Check out Status.
Lamore told his followers and those watching online, quote, "The devil didn't want me back in this pulpit. God said you can't take his life. You can touch his material things, but you can't touch his soul. I'm a miracle. I'm not supposed to be here today. Everybody wants to talk about what the tabloids are talking about and forget about the miracle." End quote. The rumors of a setup or an insurance scheme fell apart once officials confirmed the robbery was legit. Ultimately, 2 men were arrested and charged. At the time of this recording, the third suspect is still at large. After being vindicated of the robbery, Lamore filed 2 $20 million lawsuits against critics on social media who had previously claimed he was involved in the robbery. He later filed an additional suit, this time for $50 million against a radio DJ for similar comments. But the unintended consequence of that viral video was the spotlight that was put on the self-proclaimed Bling Bishop. Even with the charges against the robbers filed, no one could understand how a supposed man of God could be so self-assured in his displays of wealth when the people he was preaching to were from struggling neighborhoods. Lamore fills his Instagram with shots of his tailored designer suits, his cars, and jewelry collection, which is far removed from his disadvantaged parishioners. Lamore remained in the spotlight after another sermon went off script in September 2022. While Lamore was at the pulpit, two women entered the church in the middle of his sermon. They were in the back, but Lamore called them out for interrupting, and one of the women began yelling back and walking towards the front of the church. Lamore can be seen in the live stream of the service, grabbing the woman by the back of her head and pushing her off camera while he yelled, "Grab her, grab her." The police were called, and when they arrived, they handcuffed Lamore in front of the congregation. He was told he would be charged with assault. However, after being taken to the police station, it was the woman who faced arrest. The woman, Tarsha Howard, was later charged with trespassing and disrupting a religious service. She claimed that she was there to research a book she was writing about the role of the church in the Black community when Lamore called her a wannabe blogger who just wanted to bring him down. With the woman's arrest, Lamore was vindicated once again, and just like every time prior, he used the attention to further paint himself as the victim, not the villain in his life story. He told the media, quote, "They lock me up in front of my children, in front of my wife, in front of my church. They publicly embarrassed me and then dropped all the charges after 2 hours and apologized to me. All I want to do is preach the word of God, and I end up in prison," he said. "They treated me like a criminal. They had me in a cell with someone with felony charges and let me out. It's not going to stop here. If I was a rabbi, if I was a Catholic priest, they would have never done this," end quote.
Confrontation during a Sunday sermon in Brooklyn landed two people behind bars, including a bishop who argues he was protecting his family.
CBS 2's Jenna D'Angelo spoke with both people involved and has the video from Canarsie.
We're going to pause right here.
During a live stream Sunday service at Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries, Bishop Lamore Miller Whitehead appears to get disrupted.
You want to come preach? You want to come preach? You want to come preach? Come on up here. Come on up here.
The bishop says it all started when two women came into the church mid-sermon.
One of my ministers told them that you cannot record. You can't record. And they began to make a scene.
Police say when a woman was asked to stop recording and leave, she began to antagonize the bishop and approach him on stage.
They take pictures and they want to be on social media. Take the pictures. Take the pictures.
As she walks past Bishop Whitehead, he appears to grab her from behind and they move off camera.
I've seen her walk in front of me, going at my wife and my daughter, and I grabbed her.
He says he was worried about his family and thinking back to the moment in July when he was robbed at gunpoint during a sermon streamed live online.
That's the only thing that I can remember. This lady had a bag under her arm and she was going after my wife.
The woman in the video, 47-year-old Tarsha Howard, was arrested and charged with trespass and disrupting a religious service. She showed us her injury and made a brief statement.
I am telling you right now that I did not charge after his wife. It's on video and everyone can see that I was the one that was assaulted. And after this statement, he will hear from my attorney.
The bishop was also taken into custody, but shortly after released, now criticizing the NYPD's handling of the incident.
I was treated like a criminal. So I went from the pulpit to the cell for no reason. The New York Police Department failed me and failed my church.
The video and subsequent media coverage of Lamore reignited the question, where did he get all the money in the first place? When reporters picked up the story after the viral video of the robbery and the potential assault charges, they attempted to get a statement from Lamore. They tracked him down to a 9,000 square foot mansion in New Jersey, complete with 6 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms, plenty of room for his wife and 3 kids. But when they showed up, they found an eviction notice taped to the front door. It appeared that Lamore had defaulted on his mortgage, as well as his car payments, and he had hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of court judgments against him with no sign of the lawsuits ending. Remember the client who loaned Lamore $200,000, which he had borrowed against his own home? He filed a lawsuit against Lamore to get his money back. A court judgment ordered Lamore to repay the man a total of $261,000. There was also a lawsuit filed against him from the developers of a $1.6 million house he had defaulted on in New Jersey. It turns out Lamore had used his powers of persuasion to convince the developers that they should issue him a short-term loan of $126,000, and he would pay them back with a business check for $164,000. But the check bounced, and their efforts to collect the original loan amount were met with radio silence. So the developers filed a lawsuit in an effort to recoup some of the debt from Lamore. In that judgment, the developers were awarded $335,000. Then, in 2019, Lamore stopped making payments on his Mercedes-Benz and Range Rover. The company filed a lawsuit that ended with a $68,000 judgment against Lamore. And if that wasn't enough, in 2021, Lamore unsuccessfully ran for Brooklyn Borough president. He came last in the race with just 4,000 votes. But one of the staffers who worked for him on his campaign claimed that he had loaned $56,000 of his own money to Lamore, which has never been repaid. That staffer has since filed a lawsuit seeking repayment of the money. At the time of this recording, all the amounts I just read that were ordered by a judge against Lamore remain outstanding. As for Lamore's narrative on his history, he has never really addressed the charges or allegations or lawsuits against him, except through his lawyer, who just repeats that Lamore will be vigorously defending the allegations and that Lamore feels he is being targeted and turned into a villain from a victim. But if you read Lamore's bio on his church website, you'll hear an entirely different version of events than those corroborated by court documents. Lamore claims that the initial arrest for fraud was illegal. It wasn't. He claims that he was released from prison after 6 years because his conviction was overturned. It wasn't. And that the source of his income is real estate investing and pastoring. That remains questionable. Lamore also claims to have close relationships with prominent businessmen, lawyers, politicians, and judges whom he claims seek out his advice as well as his endorsement during their election processes. He also considers the mayor of New York, Eric Adams, a personal friend. Interestingly, the mayor has distanced himself from Lamore after being told about Lamore's checkered past, and when questioned by the media, called Lamore a previous mentee of his. In December of 2022, Lamore was released on a $500,000 bond while he awaits trial for the federal fraud charges brought against him. At the time of this recording, he cannot travel out of the tri-state area, but he does continue to preach, mainly virtually from the comfort of his mansion. He still has his designer suits and limited jewelry collection to keep him company, for now. His court date has been set for April 11th of 2023. There is one thing that upsets Lamore, though. He claims that he should have received more media coverage for the robbery, stating, quote, "I represent that with Jesus, you can go through the storm. I think I should get the front page. You don't think I should get it? I think I was the face of the year," end quote. This has been the story of the scandalous Brooklyn bishop and conman, Lamore Whitehead. If you are a fan of learning about scams, cults, and cautionary tales, subscribe to the
Woo. This man is worse than I thought.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, that nigga is out of pocket.
Way out of pocket. Way.
Y'all, man, y'all gotta watch who y'all call pastor, who y'all call bishop, who y'all call deacon. You gotta watch out.
This man. Ooh, I don't know. This man is lost. He's lost. I normally look. This man is lost, man. This ain't right. You know how many people he has scammed without any kind of remorse? There's no remorse here. And then at the end you say, I should have got more media coverage? Who does that? What? Wow. I'm you worse than he in a way he's kind of worse than some of the other. No, I don't know. Well, he's in them ranks. I'll leave it like that.
I didn't man, this nigga is a complete creep.
Yeah. I see why Stash says he made Brooklyn look bad.
That nigga had a coat, nigga. That wasn't no motherfucker. Then it wasn't even no coat because there wasn't nobody in that bitch.
Dang. And for him to set up that whole robbery, look, you mean you had all that money, you didn't pay your stuff off? I mean, he had no responsibility, no self-responsibility, no family. Man, I'm going in. Dude, this man is the epitome of a fucked up pastor.
But
And
see,
I know
this
some of
the
y'all
thing. When you got motherfuckers like that, right? They don't do nothing but have motherfuckers skeptical on that shit anyway, because it's like, all right, nigga, I'm already like shit. I've been here since like my granny wanted me to go to church. I stopped going because I'm like, shit don't seem right. I'm falling asleep in this motherfucker. It just don't seem right. So you get motherfuckers like him, bro. Where was your congregation? You said, man, I got women in there, children in there. That children still crying. Anybody that has a congregation, they want you to see their congregation. Notice, nigga, you never seen the people in the church.
No. That was set up for insurance purposes. Because anybody that's scared for real, that camera would have been moving all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And it would have got the cameraman too. So, yeah, this was orchestrated. And I swear, this is, ooh, he was worse than I thought. And then use everything to see what they did to me. What the?
Come on down here, sister. We got some good men down here for you. Damn. That's it. Come on down here, brother. We got some good men, good women down here for you.
Man. That. And they got away in a Mercedes. Come on, man. In a Mercedes. Who does that? Who robs people in a Mercedes? Come on. Oh my goodness. Come on, man. Whose Mercedes was that? Hello. Who robs people in a Mercedes? Somebody, anybody. Who robs people in a Mercedes?
Man, I hope they send that nigga to fucking Rikers Island for real.
Ooh, you don't want no parts of that. That place is.
I hope they send that nigga to Rikers Island.
That's Rikers Island ain't no joke now.
Still, it seems like want to be Tupac. They want to have this popularity. They want people to love them like everyone loves him. But why do you think no one's succeeding?
Well, because this is what they failed to realize about Tupac. In order for them to be Tupac, they would have to die before they peaked. Right before they peaked, they would have to die. So if you don't die, you can't do it. Bottom line, if you don't go die, you're not gonna be the next Tupac, because it ain't gonna be a next Tupac. Straight up.
Breaking news, Las Vegas police have arrested a suspect in connection with the 1996 drive-by shooting death of legendary rapper Tupac Shakur.
I am proud to announce the return of this document. This is the indictment we've been waiting almost 3 decades for. It spells out the facts and circumstances and what justifies a Clark County grand jury in returning an indictment. Justice will be served.
Yo, YouTube, what up? It's your homie Gabum in the building, and this is Machiavelli Media. So yesterday, Keefe D was arrested in Las Vegas and charged officially in the Tupac Shakur murder investigation. Now, yesterday, the Las Vegas Metro Police Department released a statement where they actually celebrated the indictment from a grand jury that allowed them to arrest Keefe D in the first place. Now, one of the things that the gentleman spoke about was motive. They had to establish clear motive for Keefe D to be in concert with Tupac's killers. Now, we all know the fight that took place at the MGM that allegedly played a major role in Tupac being assassinated that night because Orlando Anderson had gang ties and he was a gang member himself, and he was out there with his entourage, fellow Crip gang members that actually carried out the hit on Tupac Shakur. Now, Keefe D placed himself in that vehicle. He said several times he handed Orlando, his nephew, the gun. And we all know the story, allegedly from Keefe D. But if you look at motive, you don't have to look any further than the $1 million bounty that was placed on not only Tupac's head, but on Suge Knight's as well. And that was courtesy of one man, Sean P. Diddy Combs. I guarantee you, as early as next week, this coming Monday, the traction in this Tupac Shakur murder investigation will only pick up. Once again, Keefe D has been arrested. The Las Vegas Police Department had to establish motive when they performed a search warrant at Keefe D's property in July. They were looking for things that could provide more evidence that ultimately could lead to a conviction of Keefe D. But motive was the key thing in this whole investigation.
Is it me, Gangland? Or is it this nigga Lips? Gangland, is it me? This nigga Lips is bothering me, man. This shit is bothering me, man. KVD, bro, all that snitching, they got
You
them
are
lips still like
crazy.
that.
You are crazy. Oh my God.
And then they got what's them cheddar brats? This
Oh no, ew. Gross.
This nigga
Ew,
got
now you made me stop eating them. Ew.
this nigga got barbecue cheddar brats up his face.
You need to. What made you? What the hell, dude?
Shit.
What made you go there? Oh my God.
Who delete messages, mama? Why y'all delete messages?
They shouldn't be.
Don't delete no messages. This nigga shit was like some barbecue cheddar brats.
Ew, now I can't eat them anymore. Yeah. Ew. Now I see them on the grill, I'm gonna be like, probably cute. Ew. Hey, Mac of all things.
Damn, that shit funny as a motherfucker. I'm sitting there looking at this shit. I'm like,
Man, I want
this
some of
nigga,
what you smoking, man.
yeah, this nigga, what type of weed got them lips black like that, nigga? This nigga smokes.
Oh my God.
Nigga, you been smoking cigar weed doobies to the face, nigga. This
Damn.
nigga, the doobie destroyer.
Damn. This man said some barbecue.
Next time somebody delete something, screenshot it. If somebody delete messages, just screenshot it so we can see. But yeah, man. The motherfucker, this nigga is the doobie destroyer. Like, bruh, this nigga, are y'all done with that? Y'all finished? Nigga, don't throw that. Let me hit it. Head ass nigga.
God.
Don't throw that. Let me hit it. Head ass nigga, boy.
You gotta give it to him last, because he'll suck the whole thing up.
Nigga, I'm like, nigga, what? Like, that nigga shit was bothering me, Gangland, GLD. That nigga shit was bothering me. I'm sitting there looking at his snitching ass, and I'm like, bro, what's wrong with them chops? Nigga, like, nigga, it look like you smoke 1,000,000 doobies, nigga, in 30 seconds, nigga.
Dude, God. I want to look at it.
What?
I don't want to look at it, man. That's gross. Ew.
What doobie destroying head ass, nigga? But let's get to it though, Gangland. I did that shit bothering me though. I thought it was quite funny though that it was bothering me though.
Oh my God.
They were looking for the driving factors that would make Orlando Anderson by Keefe D's On the Mission or Keefe D. What would drive these guys to commit murder on one Tupac Shakur? It's hard to get past that $1 million. Let's be real. Puff Daddy is a businessman. Diddy's a businessman. He shouldn't even know Keefe D. Keefe D shouldn't even be able to get in contact with P. Diddy. See, a lot of people don't think Puffy's touchable because Keefe D said he never got the money. So Puffy's hands are clean because no money was exchanged between him and Keefe D after the Tupac killing. But just hold tight. Let me give you a few examples of how that could be irrelevant. There was a school teacher who was having an inappropriate relationship with a young man. The boy was about, I think, 15, and she was like 37 years old. And, you know, one night during one of their secret get-togethers, just laying in the bed, she told the boy, you know what, honey? Me and you could have a bright future if my husband would somehow disappear or something bad happened to him. Then it would just be me and you. It would be nothing else to worry about. The next day, that boy waited in the driveway for her husband to come home. When he got out the car, he snuck behind him and he killed him. And guess what? They both got charged with murder. The cheating wife and the naive young man. There was no money exchanged. She didn't ask him to kill her husband. She coerced him into committing murder. Now, whether Puffy and Keefe D had a oral agreement or contractual agreement for him to kill Tupac, it was motive because the narrative was he would receive payment for Tupac's assassination. This is allegedly by Keefe D. Let's make that clear. This older female told the kid that they would be together if something happened to her husband. See, there's a reward for a deed. Like I said, you don't have to exchange monies in a situation like that. If they can prove without a shadow of a doubt that Puffy, in fact, does know Keefe D, and Keefe D can prove that these conversations happen between him and P. Diddy, it's a wrap. First of all, they're going to ask Puffy, why did you hire Keefe D, a known gangbanger and drug dealer, to be your security guard? He doesn't have a security company. He's not a licensed security agency. So why did you go to him? And then it just so happens that Tupac is murdered. And you got this long-standing feud with Tupac and Death Row and Suge Knight. Dude, there's too many dots to cross at this point. And they all lead to what Keefe D said. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I'm telling you, these are real conversations that are being had. And it's only a matter of time before P. Diddy has to address the allegations that Keefe D made about him. These are the same allegations that led to Keefe D's arrest. And believe me, they can't and they won't. It just simply won't be able to look past his admission that P. Diddy put out a hit on Tupac. And that was one of the motivations for them to murder Tupac in cold blood that night in Las Vegas. But that's how it's going down. I need you guys to like this video. Give this video a huge thumbs up. Put this out there. Don't forget to sub to the channel. This is Machiavelli Media. Turn on them post notifications so you'll be the first ones to get it when I drop that shit.
Now, I've never been a disclaimer, but on this one, I'm going to be a disclaimer. That man did not die over none of that shit that Keefe D was saying. That man died over a chain that got taken the Lakewood Mall out here. A few guys caught another guy and took the death row chain from him. And Tupac became a member of the Mob Piru Bloods. So that's how that went. It was no longer the thing they talking about with Puffy. Puffy already had that alliance with them dudes. Anytime he came out here, he called Keefe D for them. That was like his bodyguards. The same thing Suge Knight does. Hire all his homies his bodyguards.
You gotta think, man. Puffy ain't no motherfucking blood. He ain't no Crip. How is it that you got these Crip niggas that don't fuck it, like it's like what a like out of any and everybody they got, the niggas that they fucking with don't fuck with Suge and them. You see what I'm saying? Like it's like
same thing. The same thing these
got a nigga ops.
The same thing these sucker niggas try to do to you. When they find out you don't like somebody, they try to link up.
Yeah, go link with y'all. That's what it is. They like. They it's like they link with their apps.
You know, I'm from out here, Mac. You know, I got ties and shit from out here, but the man died over a chain, supposedly, and he died over putting his feet on that man. That's what happened. That nigga,
Yeah,
that baby lane nigga they stumped out, and he ain't no regular nigga. That's a killer. That nigga is a known killer. You ain't finna do that to somebody and not have no consequences. He ain't gotta kill you necessarily. The nigga that don't got more than him, that's next to him that needs something, gonna do it.
Like nigga, you a rapper, nigga. What you got? What you don't got no business putting your feet on nobody. You're a rapper.
The cold part about it, Mackin, is the nigga that supposedly had did it. I send you the video. I'll go find it. He told on everybody because they didn't know nothing about. They knew it was 4 assailants in the car, but they didn't know all of them names. They only gave 3 names up, but there was 4 names. So when he got caught with the nigga that supposedly had killed Tupac in a drive-by where he got killed, he spilled the beans. He let him know that Baby Lane wasn't the shooter. He got evidence that's showing that how it was done and how they got away and all this old shit right here. He said Keefe D is a snitch. He been a snitch. He just trying to with the Tupac shit get a little fame and get his name back popping. He was the man at once upon a time, but he started snitching and doing things you're not supposed to do in this type of lifestyle, and that booted him out the circle.
This is a big setup. End of the day, just a big setup.
Believe it or not, Tupac was collateral damage.
You know, either way, it's all a setup for everybody. Plans within plans. You see, who's behind bars and who's not. You see what I'm saying? Plans within plans. It's always shit like that, especially in.
And to me, I think Suge wanted that man dead because he knew if he touched them Compton Crips, what was gonna happen. So he wanted that man dead because he know in our lifestyle, the Crips doesn't matter how much money you got. If somebody wants you, they gonna get you. Everybody's able to get touched. I don't know why people think they're invincible because they got millions of dollars.
Nope, they are not. At the end of the day, everybody, every one of them is playing the game. You know what the game is.
Some of the Bloods didn't even like that Tupac had joined the Bloods because he didn't have to do nothing. And most of them guys, when you come to, you have to do something to be from somewhere. You just can't be from somewhere.
At the end of the day, they were all playing the game. You understand the game, you see what was happening here.
And then he went so far, I gotta find the clips so I can play the rest of it. He went so far, he started telling stuff dead people did that ain't even had nothing to do with the case.
First of all, these guys are signed on major labels, right?
Yes, ma'am.
There are certain things that need to be done. These are the labels rules. These brothers know this. If they don't know, they are taught this. And at that point, they have a choice to get out the game or to keep going. Some people take their chances. Chances were taken. Fame was gained. At the end of the day, if there were certain orders given and you didn't do it, they come for you. That's just what it is. That's the nature of that beast in particular. This is why I tell my brothers, do it yourself. Don't get caught up with all this stuff. Do it yourself.
But I like Machiavelli Media. He has some good content. I follow him. I like his media. But he's from Baltimore. He doesn't know exactly what's going on in the streets. The streets are saying something different. And I believe what the streets are saying, because when they caught that man, they gave him, I think he got life. He didn't get back out because he said, I believe he was trying to cooperate to say he was in the car and he was the one that fired the shot. He was trying to get his life deal plead down to a lesser sentence, but that didn't work for him. And he said Keefe D is just a snitch.
You can say what you want. truth be told, everybody knows what happened. Even though they're saying like they don't know what happened, they know what happened. They knew what time it was. I knew what time it was when it went down, especially when Biggie went down. I knew what time it was, and I ain't in the streets like that. I understand the industry and how they work. So they used the street brothers to take care of their business. People got paid to do what they had to do. You have to understand, some of these people were under orders. You may not believe that, but I've seen it. So this has been going on for years and years and years. Years and years.
Hey, bro, I've been in the music industry ever since I was 12 years old. I can tell you contracts from Def Jam. It's a lot different now. You got street niggas that's not regular like them other guys. So the game has got way different and dangerous.
I know. And I commend you on your years in music. I know.
But I learned to watch my tongue because what you say can start a domino effect. So you need to watch what you say when you make songs and you say certain stuff. Because know that you thinking you just make a song and it sound good. Some people is believing that, and you can get people hurt.
You know, I agree with you to some point. But at some point, when are we going to stand on our own and not have to go through all that? That's the question.
So I'm gonna say this: should neither one of them brothers be dead, Biggie or Tupac?
No,
Them
they
could have
should
been
not.
our next Malcolm X, our next Obama. We never knew because we never let them prosper or get that far to know.
But other people knew. Other people knew. And no, they should not be. They should still be here with us. But the
I'm
hand
I'm a, I, I'm a Tupac fan myself. I like knowledge over ignorance any day.
okay, I do too. But let's look at this. It is that game that is destroying our brothers. That game that people take chances on that is destroying our brothers and sisters. This has been going on for years. A lot of people will say, yeah, you know what you're talking about. Okay, keep watching. Keep watching. One day we all gonna get it. This is why I say to my brothers, I'll say it again. Do it yourself. You can. You don't have to get into all that to succeed in the music industry. Make it your own industry. Because this has become a mess. And it's not gonna stop. We make choices. It's unfortunate. I love Pac. But he made a choice. When you make those choices, you have to watch everybody. All hands on deck. You have to watch them. Watch how they move. Watch how they try to box you in. Yeah. So when you refuse something, know that quiet is kept. They're going to come for you. It may not be right away, but they're going to come for you.
My Jesus, I don't want to sit here and
Notice?
point fingers. I want to point fingers at people, but like I said, that man who Tupac is getting ready to leave Death Row. This man has been known to do addictive things. So it's like he's spontaneous. You really can't say what he's capable of doing. So, like I said, that was another play for Biggie. Them man made so much money them years. Them guys died. It's fucking sick.
Listen, I know, it sucks. Listen, if you remember Tupac's demeanor in his last days, more strapped up, you know what I'm saying? You remember how he was?
I knew something was up when I seen him strapped up like that, showing up. Now he's hanging with who he's hanging with. You know, the brother, in a way, he wasn't scared, but he was aware. Yeah, that's who he was strapped up for. Okay, his demeanor totally changed. He was more, how should I say it? Not tweaking, but he was, I mean, on the swivel. Everywhere he went, on the swivel more. He was on the swivel more. Okay, so there are things that go on that we don't know about, but he knew about. He was on the swivel tightly and more tense, whereas he used to be relaxed, chill, right? Now,
Correct.
yeah, he was on the swivel. You got to watch some of them old interviews that he had. He was tense, watching. While they watching him, he watching his back. So
The ball game to change because he's affiliated with Bloods that might get shot by some Crips. So the ball game to change dramatically.
it was more than that. Remember what the man said at the beginning. Why can't they be like Pac? Well, first of all, you gotta die. And he said, like you said, he made more money passed on than he did in life.
It was worth more dead than us being here with us.
Now you're starting to begin to understand. This wasn't about all that bullshit they talking about.
It was about money. It's about money. I'm here with you, Hank. I'm here.
It's about money. At the end of the day, whose money? That's where you go. Whose money, my man? Whose money? And I'm gonna leave it
Yeah,
there.
that's true right there. He did. Biggie did steal his song. He just put his own lyrics to it. That's true.
There you go. So these poor brothers that's out here trying to make it, say no more. Look further is all I can say. And I'm gonna leave it there because you know, just gotta research and see it for yourself.
No, you making sense. You making sense. Everything you said, got fact, man. You making sense.
I was almost signed with Universal. And in hindsight, I'm glad I wasn't. You know, I'm so glad I wasn't. I'm glad I opened my eyes.
So, friend of 21-year-old Tamia Taylor speaks out about her disappearance. Let's go. In the last 3 days since the 21-year-old Tamia Taylor has been missing, all eyes are on downtown Memphis riverboats and the 3 work friends Taylor was with Saturday night. One of the work friends, Quandera Jenkins, said he has nothing to do with Taylor's disappearance and all he wants is to find his friend. Okay, that's cool. Let me go ahead and say this, Quandera and the other 2 girls. To be fair,
No! Don't be fooled by these false ads anymore. Only this game can provide you with a true experience of a zombie world. You are absolutely right. This is a top quality zombie game which stands out.
Hit the like button, subscribe. Don't be boozy.
because I'm going to get justice for my sister, our sister, me and the true reserve family, friends, and supporters. Like I promised. I was out there for 3.5 days looking with me and a few of my partners. And I did my part as far as the search. And if y'all innocent, I'm gonna find that out by the time I finish. But if y'all is, I ain't even gonna say that. Let's just continue. and see what you had to say. Okay, you said you had nothing to do with Tamia's disappearance, and all you want is to find your friend. And you also said it's a lot of rumors going around. It's a lot of people saying that me and two of my friends have drugged her. We killed her. There's too many rumors going around, said Jenkins. He wants to share what he witnessed in the hours before Tamia's disappearance. All right, let's get into it and see what you had to say. Jenkins said earlier Saturday, Tamia drove from Brownsville to Jackson to go shopping. Here we go, y'all. Let's start. Let's get it. This is when it first began, on her birthday. Jenkins said earlier Saturday, Tamia drove from Brownsville to Jackson to go shopping. At 7:30 p.m., that's when we all got dressed and was heading our way to Memphis. Tamia was already drinking. She had a little bottle with her, and she was already taking shots, and we were smoking, said Jenkins. Okay, we can see that scene right there, her 21st birthday. She ready to turn up. She can buy liquor and do all kind of stuff right there. Matter of fact, she had already started. Go, girl. You know what I'm saying? Turning up for her 21st birthday like we all probably did. She had that little shot. They were smoking weed. He left out the part where they was drinking too. But, you know, we're going to listen to what he got to say. So that was at 7:30 when she drove from Brownsville to Jackson, according to him. She was already taking shots, and they were smoking. They were smoking that good. All right, now around 9 p.m., an hour and a half later from when she arrived in in Jackson, Tennessee. At 9 p.m., Jenkins said they arrived, parked on Beale Street, and walked the strip, meaning they walked around Beale Street till it was time for the booze cruise to board. So that was at 9 p.m. They arrived, parked on Beale Street, walked the strip. At 11:15 p.m., Jenkins said he met up with more friends at Memphis Riverboats. So y'all walked around on Beale Street until it was time to board. Probably had a couple more drinks. No wonder she was overly intoxicated. I don't know why y'all wasn't. But they arrived at 11:15. Now, you say you met up with more friends. Well, that could be very, very important. Because let me tell y'all, y'all were work friends. We already have found out that Tamia, childhood friend, is none other than the survivor of a shooting that killed Anita Wilson in Covington with the two guys in the white Mercedes from Dolphin. If y'all remember, for those of you who don't know, yes. Tamia is childhood friends with Darnisha Wynn's daughter. And that's the lady that got shot up in Covington, but survived. With Anita Wilson died, yeah. Her daughter is childhood friends with Tamia. And it's funny how the Covington connect is coming up, but we ain't going to talk about none of that right now.
EVE Online is a vast universe.
Okay, so he met up with some more friends, right? Like I said, who are these friends? That could be very. Let's see what he had to say. I want to see what he had to say because this is how the story begins. So let me be neutral. Now, 11:15, y'all got there. You saw your partners or whatever. While waiting to board, he says Tamia met someone in line. Tamia met someone in line. Them two were talking and whatever. And he was telling her, "Oh, you a Virgo." She's a Virgo. So they started laughing and talking. So he gave her some money to buy her a drink. so she can celebrate her birthday, said Jenkins. Red motherfucker flag right there. What you mean he gave her some money? She met somebody in line and he gave her some money. Ain't he getting on the boat too? So she can buy her a drink. That would lead me to believe that she was already lit, already semi on her way to being intoxicated, if not at that point already. So whoever this guy is that gave her some money so she can buy her a drink would be considered somebody that need to be found and questioned. Let's see what else happened. So that already ain't starting out good. Jenkins said after the Island Queen booze cruise took off, the group of four, meaning him, the other two girls, and Tamia, started celebrating Tamia's 20.
Do we listen to the friend? Like the friend sound like he capped, because I don't give a fuck if it was 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, nigga. Not enough days. We out here looking for my partner. We gonna keep looking. Ain't no well shit. I looked for like 3 days. I did my shit.
This the bow lady, Mackie?
Huh? Yeah.
Okay, my bad. Go on.
Like how what you mean? That's just like nigga, motherfucker from Gangland come up missing, and the motherfucker like, well shit, I looked for like 2 days. I did what I fuck you mean look for 2 days, nigga. Keep looking till we find this motherfucker. Hell, what you talking about? Like, well shit, I looked for like 3 days. I did my share. I did my share. Nigga, that was your friend, nigga, you would still be looking.
Right.
If that was your friend, you would still be looking.
And be still talking about it. Mm-hmm.
Come on, man, make this make sense, man.
Yeah, I think
You was one of the ones, nigga, that took your Instagram down. What happened?
Come on.
What happened? You was one of the ones that took your Instagram down. What happened?
My nigga, you been on fire for the last 5 shows. You just been blitzing the StreamYard.
It's facts.
I ain't saying none of the stories you've been coming with, how you breaking them down, how you doing. Nobody's doing them like that but Gangland.
Man, I want to see what people think about this shit right here, because this picture kind of bothers me when I look at pictures in regards to Tamia Taylor. This picture bothers me right here. Why do your friend look like she got on a motherfucking disguise?
Right. Yeah,
It's another combo 6, man.
That's the first thing I
If y'all paying attention, it's starting to happen more frequently right in front of our eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
But what you were saying, Mac, is on the land.
We have a couple pictures real quick. She was looking wounded. She was looking kind of wounded.
Yeah, she was looking like she was gonna need some resuscitation.
She was looking kind of wounded.
Whoa, I've never seen that.
Now they say about this coat, right? They say about this coat, right? This coat she had on. It was like one of her friends had this coat on.
Damn, she looked real fucked up.
She looked like she was wounded.
Wow.
She looked like she was kind of wounded. I ain't gonna lie to you.
This is the first time I've seen it.
Sitting down, getting a old drink. Getting a old drink, you know. Sitting down, getting a old drink.
You know, this was her with her friends and shit.
Where's her friends?
You don't see there go one of them right there. They all having drinks. They all having drinks and things.
In the background?
Right here. You see that? This is also she also at the same look at the table right here. And then that's the other girls at the table.
Hold on, let me is my
You see she at the table right here.
Okay.
They at the other end of the table.
Okay. And that's her in the middle right of the table right there?
She at the end right here. All her and the rest of her friends is sitting at the table. What's going on? You gotta figure this shit out. That shit look weird as hell.
Too many pink drinks. Wait a
His
minute.
21st birthday. Once again, let me remind y'all, these are work friends, not close friends. It's a difference. Let's go. He said at some point, Tamia walked alone to the bathroom and was gone for more than 15 minutes. Okay, pay attention to this very carefully. Let's start over. He said at some point, Tamia walked alone to the bathroom and was gone for more than 15 minutes. I walked down there to the first floor and I was talking to Kanisha and Shanquilla and I asked them, where's Tamia? They looked and said she was just right here. So we all split it up and searched the whole boat while the boat was moving, looking for Tamia. Let's pause right there.
Yeah, let's pause right there because what the fuck is y'all looking for her on the boat for when nigga the boat ain't even docked? What y'all? Why y'all? If that was the case, y'all should have went with her to the bathroom.
Hello.
Y'all should have went with her to the bathroom.
My question is, why didn't they? I know the answer, but you know, it's the question I'm gonna pose. Or shall I say I know a tentative answer?
Ain't that suspect as hell? Y'all looking for somebody that don't even need to be looked for. Like, what? Why is y'all looking for somebody if y'all know? Because look, it ain't like y'all somewhere to where you can't find. It's like y'all on a boat. Y'all on a little ass boat at that. Yeah, I wouldn't even have been looking for her. It's a little ass boat. So if it's a little ass boat, we ain't gotta look for her. The hell? And if y'all was so worried, why one of y'all didn't go with her to the bathroom, knowing she was lit like how she was?
Hello. Bingo.
Y'all knew she was lit how she was. Why wasn't nobody escorting her?
Bingo.
So I'm saying, like, come on, man.
Come on.
And read it again. Because this is that obviously at the point that she came up missing. He said at some point Tamia walked alone to the bathroom and was gone for more than 15 minutes. I walked down there to the first floor and I was talking to Kanisha and Shanquilla and I asked them, where's Tamia? They looked and said she was just right here. So we all split it up and searched the whole boat while the boat was moving, looking for Tamia. So is he saying that Tamia was on, obviously he and Tamia was on the second tier, right? And Shanquilla and Kanisha was on the first floor. So if Tamia and him was on the second tier, why would she have to walk all the way down to the first floor? When the story begins, they said she went upstairs and left her phone. He's saying she went downstairs. Right? So, y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm just going to keep on reading. They looked and said she was just right here. So we all split it up and searched the whole boat while the boat was moving looking for Tamia.
Most people have no clue that in 2023, the best way to make money on Amazon is not with physical.
Okay. Jenkins said the group of friends searched the entire boat, and around 1:45 a.m., when the cruise docked, they called police and Tamia's family. After they searched the boat and the bars on Beale Street, Tamia was still nowhere to be found. Hold the fuck up. Something ain't adding up with this. First of all, I watch a lot of crime TV shows, and the way he gave this statement saying we searched the whole boat, and then he specifically chose these words while the boat was moving. It's a choice select the words to me, and that's signifying something. So let me go back, because it's looking like their stories ain't adding up. He said at some point Tamia walked alone to the bathroom and was gone for more than 15 minutes. I walked down there to the first floor and was talking to Kanisha and Shanquilla, and I asked them, where's Tamia? They looked and said she was just right here. So we all split it up, searched the whole boat while the boat was moving, looking for Tamia. Jenkins said the group of friends searched the entire boat, and around 1:45 a.m. when the cruise docked, they called police and Tamia's family. After searching the boat and the bars on Beale Street, Tamia was still nowhere to be found. So, how long did that take? And why wasn't the captain or whoever selling this motherfucker and the staff, or why didn't everybody on the boat start looking for Tamia? And how long was it before she came up missing? Because I was 15 minutes before. If he wouldn't have came downstairs, it looked like Shanquilla and Kanisha wouldn't even care. So we need to find that out. Now he goes to say, I'm praying she didn't fall off that boat. I think somebody snatched her, or I think somebody or some people on that boat got something to do with it, says Jenkins. That's another damn red flag. That's another red flag. I'm praying she didn't fall off that boat. I watch a lot of crime shows. These are very formed words to cast doubt away from him. If anybody else out there watch crime shows, I'm praying she didn't fall off that boat. Okay, that's the first thing. I'm praying she didn't fall off that boat. Okay, he ain't comfortable with that because if he got anything to do with it or they got anything to do with it, okay, I'm praying she didn't fall off that boat. Then right after that, I think somebody snatched her. That's two things. Make sure it don't come back on him. Or here goes the third thing. Or I think somebody or some people on that boat got something to do with it. So that's three things he's directing suspicion away from him, Kanisha, and Shanquilla. That Kanisha eerily similar to Kanika, and that Shanquilla is like the girls that came up. Boy, these names. Oof. But anyway, yeah, that's suspect right there. So with all that being said, he said three things that could have possibly happened to Mia. He's saying she could have fell off the boat. No, I think somebody could have snatched her. Oh no. I think the somebody on that boat, like the cruise. It's a lot of secret compartments on top of the on these type of boats. You know what I'm saying? For intoxicated 21-year-old girl on a booze cruise with her friends, her work friends. Let's get that. Work friends not even that concerned about her, because she can go miss for 15 minutes, the whole cruise. I'm asking myself how much time did y'all really see her? And another thing, police, investigators, who was these friends that he met up with? Y'all need to go requestion him and ask him, who was the friends that you met up with, and who was the guy that gave her money to buy her a drink? Because obviously he wanted her to be incapacitated, or if that's the right word. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He wanted to be, fucked up out of her mind. So I'm going to end this one right here because I'm going to get justice for my little sister. I know I told y'all I was going to do it. I did spend 3.5 days out there when y'all didn't see me for about 4 days. Hooked up with another nonprofit, with the nonprofit that I formed a little while ago, and did my part with a few of my partners, friends, and we went out there and did our part. And I ain't finished it. It just started. We will find out what happened to our little sister, and True gonna make sure of that. And I'm gonna end this one so we can take it slow and precise. So this is one of the friends, what he had to say. Now the next video, part 2, and we're gonna do them in synchronized order with the same title, so y'all know, with the exact same title, so y'all can follow it. For anybody who missed it, with part 1 in the exact same format, part 2, however many parts it takes, so you won't lose, so anybody can go find them. They won't be switching titles. I'm gonna make it easy to put them in synchronized order in case anybody have to go back. As y'all can see, I'm back in the editing room for this one, and baby girl, we got you. And I would like to thank everybody. While I got a broken ankle, I won't be able to do too much right now, but that could be a good thing because, like they say, I got time today. It looks like I'm gonna have time for a long time, sitting on my ass. So I hope next time y'all see me, I don't be looking like the clumps or nothing like that. But it's all good. I appreciate everybody. One love, and until next time, like, share, subscribe, support, and y'all know what to do. Cash App, $ True Result #2. Y'all support your boy and hold me down until I get back on my feet, literally. True. Y'all stay blessed.
Chicken and sides. Ooh, a row of.
Mac, are you there?
Yeah, what y'all think going on with the friends?
Shit. Poor shit.
So remind you, these ain't no friends like that.
Another one of them Cabo Sixes.
They keep putting emphasis on the work friends.
They familiar with each other. They don't know each other.
But this the thing, if you know somebody drunk, right, and you with me, hey, bruh, she cool, my nigga. Let her go on about her business, bruh. She all right, bruh. She don't need no more drinks, bruh. If she need a drink, we got her. Fuck your bitch ass doing. Like, come on, bruh. Make this make sense, nigga.
Yeah, to answer your question, I don't trust the friends.
Make this make sense, bruh. Make this make sense, nigga. How the fuck you gonna sit there
They tell me, nigga, hey, you want a drink, baby? You want a drink? You want a drink or something? You want me to, like, look, hey, bro, she with us, bro. We don't need you, brother, be doing all this extracurricular ass shit, nigga.
Come on, man.
Buying her drinks when she already drunk as fuck. Bitch barely can, one girl barely can stand. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Ladies don't walk up to you, bro. What is you on, brother?
you see what I'm saying? Like, man, that shit fake as hell, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nigga, how you keep saying, and it's the thing, like, that's the same thing they said that happened with the other young lady that went missing from the club. Oh, well, shit, man. I think somebody snatched her. I think somebody, and then she ultimately ended up dead, like some miles away from that club.
Mm.
So it's like, come on now, like, bruh, why is you keep trying to get you, like distance yourself from the crime? The nigga he say, yeah, man, I hope ain't nothing happened to her. Shit, I hope she ain't fell off that motherfucker. Shit, if she ain't fell off, man, one of the motherfuckers on that boat got something to do with it. So if you think that means you just let her killer walk off this motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Even if that was a thought, nigga, I'm about to stand right here until I look at every motherfucker to see if they look suspect. Hey, bro, you seen this girl? Hey, let's ask everybody on this motherfucking thing that, hey, you seen this girl? You seen this girl? You seen this girl? Hey, you seen this girl?
Drop knowledge, Professor. Drop knowledge.
Come on, man. The story. Oh man, she went downstairs. Oh no, she went upstairs. Like, come on, bro. Make this make sense. Like,
Why she left alone by herself anyway, and she's intoxicated like this, and she's somebody's friend?
This where they was at, right? They said they was here, and she said, "Hold on, I'm about to go to the bathroom," and she left her phone. They said she left her phone here. This where they said this where she left her phone.
Somebody should have went to the bathroom with her. That's 101 right there. You know.
No, but like Max said, nigga, she with us. Nigga, won't need you doing that. What you want?
Yeah, it's cool, partner. You know what I'm saying? She with her peoples. It's cool. we got her. we don't need you, my nigga. Thank you though.
Yeah. That part.
Thank you though. But we don't need you, my nigga. So it's like for them to say, oh man, well, we're friends. I mean, how the fuck is that? When y'all sat there, man, ain't no way, man, a nigga say y'all my friend, and y'all just let everybody walk off this boat with the knowledge of what you just said. What you say? Man, I hope, man, if she ain't fall off this motherfucker, somebody on this boat did something to her. So with that being said, bro, why would you let everybody get off that boat knowing something happened to your partner?
Since whenever the scene of a crime, they let anybody move or go anywhere to things are discussed.
Nigga, if we leave, nigga, we all leave. Nigga, the fuck, nigga.
Well, not only that, if you knew she was missing and she wasn't in that bathroom, why didn't you tell the captain?
Off the dribble. Hey, man, what you walking around the boat for? Go talk to the captain. Go tell the captain, hey, my partner, it's her birthday. We on the boat. She been missing. Is there any way you could call over an intercom or watch the cameras if need be to see if you can see where she's walked to? Last place we heard, she is walking to the bathroom. So if there are any cameras going towards any of those bathrooms, we would like to see those as well. Like, man, there's certain shit you can walk up and say.
That they didn't say it.
Y'all sat there and left, and then you got the pimp nigga that said, "Nah, I did see her leave off the boat. She was with two girls and a nigga."
Y'all did. The cool ass nigga with the glass.
Yeah, because. So, nigga, if you got a story saying the friends are saying, man, we got off that boat, never seen her get off that bitch. But then you got a nigga saying, nah, I did see her. I was trying to offer him a ride, but they was like, they was cool. She was walking with 2 women and a gentleman. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. The story don't make sense. And then she left her phone at that. Y'all gonna let her leave her phone? Come on now.
You wearing the girl's jacket. That bothers me when you said that.
Yeah, one of them friends is wearing her jacket. This
Wow.
black jacket she got on.
Mm-hmm.
She was slumped over right there on that other picture. Like, what's going on? Y'all don't see our friend
Man,
hiding.
these people didn't give a flying fuck about this girl.
Mm-mm. That they didn't.
People are so wicked these days. You can't even go have a cup of soup with a motherfucker these days.
Damn, he said a cup of soup. Okay. Damn.
It ain't even gravy like that.
Woo.
You heard me, Angel. A cup of soup with a motherfucker these days to come back with your life. And it's sick. And y'all done went back to this black lady and told her this. Y'all lucky she ain't get that motherfucking shotgun out.
I'm surprised she didn't. I'm really surprised she didn't.
All this shit on this girl birthday. But look at her partner though. Why is you on this motherfucker looking like you trying to be incognito or something, bitch? You look like you a motherfucker. You look obvious as hell. You're big. You got on that dry ass wig. It's not silky smooth. You got on them bloom blockers. You got on this gray ass whitish gray t-shirt. Like you look obvious as hell. Like you're not hiding from anyone.
It looks like she changed clothes.
Man, I could be wrong, but it seemed like it was her birthday. She came there probably looking like a little something, or the attention was on her. And man, we all know what vindictive people will do to you, and jealousy is a motherfucker.
I do not like what I'm seeing. I didn't like this case in the first place.
She looked like she up to something like a motherfucker. That picture Mac just had, she looked suspicious as a motherfucker.
She looks like she changed her clothes.
She looked like she hella standoffish, or like she not even into the birthday girl. She all looking off, mad as fuck looking.
But notice, she looked like she changed her clothes. Look at it again. Now this is on. Is that picture on the boat? Of that
Yeah,
girl?
this on the boat.
It looked like she changed her clothes. Because I didn't see any other pictures where she was wearing that hair. Maybe I'm bugging, but I don't recall her wearing that hair. I didn't see anybody around her wearing that hairstyle. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm just tripping, but man, what if I'm not? It looks like she changed her clothes and her hair. Put a different wig on or something. Don't look right.
Once again, how is y'all so-called friend is missing and don't none of y'all know I ain't checking and looking for it? And then y'all let everybody leave the boat without making the captain aware that there's a missing person aboard.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. I mean, shoot, if somebody's missing, I'm telling the captain so he can stop the goddamn boat or whatever. Pause the boat, whatever, however way you want to do it, so we can do a search. That way, if she did fall in, she's not far behind. You see? She's not far behind. That gives her a fighting chance. But like I said, when he came up and asked them, "Where is Tamia?" They looked around. She was just right there. That don't sound good to me. Not at all.
How am I next to you? How am I next to you? And you say, hey, where which car go? Shit, she was just standing right here. Motherfucker, you act like we is somewhere in an amusement park or we is in a big ass mall or we is in a big ass building like we're on a boat in the middle of some water. It's not too many places a motherfucker could be. Let's be honest here. Motherfucker gotta wake up. Like, I'm on a boat and all of a sudden somebody comes up missing. But we didn't even dock yet. So if somebody is missing, and then it's the fake worrying for me. How the fuck you worried after 15 minutes?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I see you.
How you worried all of a sudden
I
after
see you.
15 minutes? What was that other story we watched? It was like, oh man, they had a call. They called for a missing report. Oh yeah, the daddy had called for a missing report on the family. Like, bruh, how you gonna call? What made you call and made a report when nigga they probably been not answering for your motherfucking ass? Oh man, my people, my son or my daughter had answered, or my wife had answered in so many hours. Could you go look for him? I need a welfare check. Like that shit was fake. It's like
They don't
it's the
even do a welfare. Well, they'll do a welfare check. Yeah, they will do that. Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
motherfucker better
Mm.
wake up.
Mm-mm-mm. Mm. And we need to talk about that one too.
Which what?
The one we just mentioned, Mr. Edwards.
The Edwards family.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Same thing. What made you call? What made you call like that? Like what made you call?
Mm-hmm. Why
What
didn't
made
you
you call?
tell the captain immediately while the boat was still moving?
I ain't gonna lie, I'd have been like, Captain, there ain't no way you could just stop this motherfucker. Like, don't move. Like, stop this motherfucker. Somebody missing, and we want to make sure they didn't go overboard. Is
And
there
the
any way we can
captain
stop
has
this boat?
no problem doing that.
Can we stop this
Yep.
boat? We want to
Yeah.
make sure nobody fall overboard.
Yep. 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 If you have an inkling, the captain would not mind doing that. Not at all. Because if it can save a life, that's where you start.
Exactly.
That's where you start. You know, I don't like this story at all. It's fishy as hell. And the way that brother was breaking it down slow, you know what I'm saying? Slowed it down, was like reading it. Yeah. You start to see it come to life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You start to see it come to life and go, okay. You know, I didn't like what he said in the first place. But now that we breaking it down like a shotgun, woo.
Yeah, you can hear like
Oh,
the nigga story got holes in it. It's like, okay,
bullet holes.
you know how to fill out an application, get a job, right? Therefore, you got some type of sense. Okay, so you mean to tell me it's her birthday and you didn't keep nobody watching her or nobody escorting her because she was drunk as a bitch? Because y'all was all together. Like, I'm confused. Then you said where did she go to the bathroom? Was it upstairs or downstairs? You gotta
You
ask
see there,
yourself
there we
that.
go, right there, right there.
Why are you
See
lying
right there.
about which way she went? She went upstairs or downstairs?
Right.
What happened to the dude after she bought her? He bought her some drinks. What happened to him? Where'd he go?
And that's the one you're supposed to be. What you keep an eye on her because that dude offered her a drink.
That could be an imaginary motherfucker. He could be making up. Oh yeah, man. You know she was talking to a nigga in line. He was buying her drinks and doing all. Bro, how do we know that?
Mm-hmm.
That's the sickest nigga. I hate niggas like that in the club. You want to go try to talk to the woundedest woman? Get your sick pedophilial ass away.
Trying to talk to the drunkest one.
Hit your ass over the head with this bottle. Go find you some business. Go find something safe, my nigga.
You already trying to pop on the drunk.
And then the gentleman I am, after I finish getting off his ass, hey, who friend is this? Cause she looked like she didn't had enough.
My thing is, she did not look happy. Sitting there. That one picture where she's looking out the window at the
Look
bar.
how she looking at it. Look like she looking at her right there. Like, bitch, why you looking like that? Cheer up, bitch. It's my birthday. Fuck you, be.
Look, she does not look happy.
And then you gotta think, right? They're work buddies. You know, everything don't be happening cool at work. Some niggas might be sucking on the fucking manager, might be getting favoritism, niggas kissing ass, pulling dick, getting favoritism.
Wait a minute, Mac. I just read something on my phone just now.
Yeah.
This boat leaves from one port and goes to the next port. That river that is traveling on is not even that far where they're going back and forth. So if that lady was in the river or something, why y'all ain't located her by now?
We got to figure out how deep. Matter of fact, I'm about to look right now. How deep is the Mississippi River? But I want to see how deep was the water where they was at, where they was traveling. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Let's get a good picture in our head.
Tall Glass made a good comment too. She said because they knew the police wouldn't get involved immediately, and the captain would take a different route. Because they got a whole different system when you on boats and stuff. I don't think a lot of people know that.
They said from its source, Lake Itasca, to its end of the Gulf of Mexico, the Mississippi River drops 1,475 feet.
Damn.
The deepest point on the Mississippi River is located near Algiers Point. Yeah, Algiers Point in New Orleans. And
Mama said they found their body in Arkansas.
On the Arkansas side.
Oh, let me see. How deep is the Mississippi River on?
So basically, the Memphis side and the Arkansas side are right across from each other. They're right across from each other. I looked that up myself.
You say while the depths of the Arkansas River can vary at any point from a few feet to 50 feet.
Whoa!
From a few feet to 50 feet, and it is the navigation channel that is guaranteed the depths of 9 feet. So they like at a steady pace through this motherfucker is 9 feet. It ain't even really that deep.
As you said.
Until you start to set sail.
It's till you start going back towards down New Orleans. Then that's when it start getting deeper.
And they not gonna get that far.
Oh, that nigga said from 10 to 50 dramatically. That's a big change. If you can't swim, just that 9 feet of water will kill you.
But if it's in that part's in Louisiana, way down here, they up Tennessee and Arkansas.
Yeah, I get that part.
Yeah, they right across where they found her is right across the way from each other. So that's right there by the starting point.
But you got to think too. A river is not a lake. It don't just sit still. A river flows. So if a river flows, even if her ass was under 9 feet of water, that 9 feet of water is enough to push her body upstream. You see what I'm saying? What
But
made
then
her
who
body
knows
pop
where it
up
goes?
still right over there where they was at? Y'all
Okay,
did
so
y'all
now
search the area? Why is her body being found somewhere y'all searched before?
that's what I'm saying. Somebody put her there. Look, look at where the Arkansas side of that river is. Look it up, and you'll see it for yourself. I've already looked at it.
I don't know if she did. Her body probably did float or something, but it's just still strange. Like I said, why would they let anybody leave that boat knowing everybody they came with is not here?
They didn't say nothing to anybody for it to be a big deal. They didn't talk to the captain. They didn't tell the captain, "Hey, we got a missing person. Can you stop the boats to see if they fell overboard?"
So they saying right now that in the Mississippi River, this section of the Arkansas River features the Royal Gorge, which is 6 miles long and 1,250 feet. Is the deepest at the deepest point of that. God damn.
But see, look at where it's located, the Arkansas side of
I'm
the.
about to pull it up for y'all so y'all can see what I'm seeing.
Mhm.
If you look in my eyes and see what I see. Hold on, I'm about to show y'all right now.
Yeah, it has to be deep for that wheel, the steam wheel, to roll. It has to be a little bit of depth. Not
Let me
much
show
though.
y'all what I'm looking at.
And see, as they get rolling, that boat gonna drop down a little bit. The more depth they got underneath the wheel.
Man, that river deep as fuck.
But I don't believe it's that deep between where she was found, which was in Arkansas, which is across from Memphis, Tennessee. You have to look. When you see that, how close they are, it's real close, like right across from each other. Somebody put her there.
Yeah, the water black. They say the color of the water black. God damn.
Yeah, it's deeper over there. How far is that from the bridge?
Hold on, they make it. It's a whole nother page. They bring me pop up. I gotta connect y'all to that one. Hold on. What you out there doing?
Nothing. Can I sit outside still? Dad, on the stairs.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Up here though.
Okay.
Y'all see that?
Oh, you got a dark version. Okay, but it clearly shows the path. Okay, so drop down and go between Arkansas and Memphis, and look at. I wish there was a way I can, because I pulled up the map.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull up a better one. But this is
You
what
can
they
clearly
talking
see though
about.
with the black. You can clearly see the path with the black. Can you roll it over to the right? I mean to the left? No, not that way. The other way. Sorry. That's the river, right?
Yeah, this the river. Well, let me I'm trying to
So
find a better picture though.
yeah.
Oh, that's my cousin phone.
This nigga would call on a nigga go live, but that's the only I know where I need for sure gonna call one or two times where I need to go live.
So that's the out where the Mississippi River empties out into the Gulf, right?
Hold on. I gotta text my cousin, like, bruh, I'm lying, nigga. Hold on, let me get a better picture though. But if y'all know where that's at though, let me see. Let me see something here. Yeah, they saying the deep. They for surely saying the deepest part of that motherfucker is like in New Orleans.
Yeah. So that's where it's dumping out into the Gulf. So where we are, where I'm at. So you'll have to go up north along that river, and then you'll see. The best way to look at it is look at the state of Arkansas and Tennessee, because they both against each other. That's the best way to get that river in between them.
All right, hold on. Hold on, real quick. Because you said they was on the Arkansas side
of Memphis, yes, the Memphis, so we're looking at
they was going to Memphis.
It's like Memphis and Tennessee and Arkansas are right next to, like, are right across from each other.
Yeah, they is. They like hella close. What's that like the west side? Ain't that's like the west side of fucking Memphis?
Yes. You see it?
Hold on. No, I just know. But I'm
Yeah.
trying to get a picture of it in my head.
Yeah. Once you see it, you're gonna be like, damn, somebody on the other side put her there. Because where they board is on the right side of the river, if you're looking at it. And then she was
So they
found.
boarded on the right, and then they went downstream. They went
Yeah,
down.
they boarded
down the
in
river.
Memphis. They boarded in Memphis, which is on the right side. And across the way where they found her was on the Arkansas side.
Let's see. Hold on, this page still up. Hold on. All right, this show a whole little map of that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. You have to pull it up on the map.
Yeah, so I gotta pull it up on the map. Let me see. Let me show y'all. Big L Dog, salute. Joe, what's happening? Deanna, what's happening? Come on, man. We about to get into it, man. Let's look at this shit real quick. So this is
Yep, that's the one I could have pulled up. It's inside.
this one ain't let me go down though. Hold on.
No, because you have to look at it from pull up the US map and then find Tennessee and Arkansas and then drop down. That's how I found it, because I pulled that one up too by accident.
I don't know, man. My service nervous as fuck. Shit going slow as hell.
You're trying to find truth. That's what's up.
You said look at what?
The U.S. Just pull up the U.S. map, the United States map. You know, the map of the United States. Don't try to pull any states yet. Just pull up the United States map.
Well, this motherfucker went slower than a bitch.
All right. Okay. Now, put on images, and then look at the one that has not the color. You can look at the colored ones, but I looked at the one that looks more like the terrains and clearly see the states. Either one will work. You in images? Okay. So go down past all that. There's better maps down below. Okay. Now zoom in. Like pull over to yeah, that region right there. Just pull on it and zoom in at the same time. Okay, you're getting close. Okay, now you see Arkansas. You see Tennessee. Now go in between them. Think you went too far. Okay, I can't see it anymore. Okay, that's Mississippi. Go up north, or go up a little way, up north. Like, just pull it down. Okay, you getting there. Okay, I think you might have passed it. Like, pull back some. Oh, you see Memphis. Okay, so now look down on Memphis, like that river where Memphis is. Like, go in. There's Arkansas. Memphis is right. You see Memphis right on the right. So get close into it. Drop down on it. Okay, go up just a little bit till you see Memphis. No, move the screen down till you see Memphis. No, you were right there. Right in there, right. So you want to like move the screen, move that in the middle of the screen, and then dive in. There you go. You just about there. Go down just a little more, so you can really see it. Okay, you see where it says Arkansas on the left and Memphis on the right? So that other side of Memphis is where she was on the Arkansas side, right across from Memphis is where she was found. No, go over to the left. Point your arrow to the left. See where it says Arkansas, Tennessee? Now go down right across where Memphis is. You'll see that just right across there on the other coast. You trying to? Are you trying to get closer? Where did Memphis go? Okay. So you see that bridge, you see that freeway right there, right? There's a big bridge right there going across. Yeah, that's the bridge. So pull it down, pull it down a little way. Yeah, there you go. Is it? Yeah. So you see on the other side, that's what they meant by the Arkansas side. So she was found right across from Memphis, which is the Arkansas side. So if you think about it, say that somebody did, let's just say somebody took her off the boat and nobody knew about it. Might have put a jacket over her head or whatever they did, right? They can easily get on that freeway, go on the other side across that freeway, which is a bridge, and then someplace over there they can turn off and just drop the body in the water. So you can see there's a getaway, there's a getaway, easy getaway. That's where they found her. As you see, it winds back down towards the Gulf, which cuts through Louisiana. That's where it starts to get deep, real deep. Not that it ain't deep out there, but it's not as deep as the more south you go. It gets real deep. Can y'all hear me?
Oh, my mic was muted. I can hear you.
Okay, so that's where it's at, right there. Hmm. You see how close across the way it is, right? Hmm. They could easily have taken her, and something would have happened, and they could drop her off on the other side. They ain't gonna find her until you put her in the water. And you know they searched over there. They did search over there. They searched probably all the way up and down the area that the boat goes, because the boat doesn't go all the way down there. It goes, I think, well, I'm not sure how far it goes, but it don't go all the way down, because it's only, what is it? They probably go back up and down and circle around, for the duration of the night. They don't go way down there. But yeah, so in the area that the boat goes, that's where they searched. Now, they couldn't find her in the water at that time, which they should have. Then that means somebody took her off that boat and then waited some time and then put her back in the water. That's what I'm thinking. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Especially on the other side. They would have found her if she was on the other side, even if she was floating in. They would have found her that night. But no, they didn't. because somebody had her. Waited a few days and dropped her in there. They put her on the other side. That gives them time to get away.
That shit crazy, Gangland. I'm about to drop the link to the clubhouse. Y'all tap into the clubhouse. We about to be on there real quick till I pull up some more shit, cause we need to see how deep that water is right there. We need to see how far they travel, like the actual, like where they travel from. I need to get all that.
Like, yeah, you talking about the path that they go?
Yeah. And a few more things, man, we're going to play for later on tonight. But if y'all missed it last night, man, if y'all missed Gangland fight night, we're going to have some more Gangland fight nights, man. I'm going to pull up some shit, see what's popping. We're going to pull up some shit, and we're going to get it in, man. We're gonna start having Gangland fight nights, man, on Friday nights, man. It's going to be Fight Night Friday. And, you know, I might pull up some street beefs fights, since they're the only ones that's really like legal you can play on YouTube. You know, it might be some nigga they just picked up off the street with some slacks, some suspenders, a button up, and some ugly ass fucking church shoes, and he probably gonna beat the shit out of a nigga in that backyard. So,
oh my goodness.
We're gonna pop out, man, with that street beefs. You know what I'm saying? They be having some of everybody on there. Yeah, man, y'all know what it is, man. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, slap that notification bell. I'm about to drop the link to the clubhouse. We're gonna be in the clubhouse. Hey, the conversation don't stop. It doesn't stop here. It continues in the clubhouse. Come pop out, man, to the clubhouse, man. Hey, tap in last night, fight night, man. Hey, they didn't know I was moving that fast. They didn't know I was moving that fast, man. I'm talking about, yeah, real life pause putting on niggas. Like, come on, man. Let's get a celebrity content creators boxing match, man. You know what I'm saying? Ratchet TV, you know what's going on, nigga. I beat on you, boy. On the real, nigga. You keep trying to fight Sean Cotton. Nigga, come put them gloves up with me, nigga. Fuck Sean Cotton, nigga. Come put them up with me, nigga. Scary ass. So yeah, man, y'all tap in to last night, Gangland fight night, man. It was going down. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Y'all see down there, man, all the time, scrolling on the bottom of the screen. Where is Ykur Kemp? Justice for Shanquilla. And you also see the Cash App down there. I don't even be saying that. They be like, damn, bro, I didn't even know the Cash App was down there afloat. Yeah, because we don't even be mentioning that shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you probably even heard me mention the Cash App and fucking what? Hella shows till like now. Like, I don't be, but you know, people want to donate towards the channel. You know, it just make this podcast greater for y'all. So, you know, I appreciate everything, anything people seeing for surely. Y'all know what it is. We about to get it in tonight. Y'all tap in tonight. And come on, man. Hit the like button. Like I say, I'm about to drop the link to the clubhouse. Let me drop this whole link. This whole linky link. Real quick. Come on. Yeah, see, they tried to count us out. I keep telling y'all, man, we 10-0, man, with the bullshit. We ain't gonna keep with the negativity. Like a motherfucker think a nigga oh man, nigga negative and do this and that, man. Some of all you motherfuckers be doing some conniving ass shit. But don't put that on another motherfucker because they just be how they is. They is how they is. So you know, a motherfucker like to throw rocks at a glass house and hold their hand. That's how I feel. They throw racks at a glass house, nigga. They throw rocks at a glass house, nigga. They don't hold it. Fuck, nigga, hide your hand, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. So I just dropped the link. Y'all tap in, man. Hit the link and subscribe to the channel. We up out of here. I'm about to get some more information regarding that river, like the tide at what, like how was the river flowing at that time, all that good stuff right there. So yeah, man, y'all know what it is. The like button, subscribe to the channel. It's Gangland.
Broke ass nigga, try motherfucking money all the time to say that shit. Dexter go crazy. Steady gang, you
gotta play that jump back right quick. They don't like how I got that shit out the mud so fucking greasy and fast. I did that shit without a helping hand. Close your eyes. These niggas wanna see results, but they don't know how to put their legs on their belt. Talking on, open wide. They just wanna see me fall down. I learned my words by putting trust into another man. It's been 6 months and I done fucked off at least 100 bands. Ain't had no help, I loaded trunks up with contraband. They thought I wouldn't get this far without no fucking day. I cut off hands, you try to reach up in this fucking bed. I lost my cousin, that shit hurt me, that shit made me sad. I thought these hoes could make me happy, they just made me mad. I learned the hard way by accepting niggas helping hands. Watch me pull up with that top down, I got guap, no. Playing, he get shot down, he get shot down. Playing with them blocks now, These diamonds, we got rocks now, big old rocks now. It's been a while, forgot who I was. I had to go back to my old ways, off them drugs. I swear I learned that shit the hard way, it ain't no love. I tried to feel you, but I'm heartless. I tried to love you, but I'm heartless. Pour that money. Yeah, I had to take all the jury off. Remember how that shit felt. Close your eyes. You know how you feel when you get it out the mud. Balls in my house, it wasn't off. I had them drugs, fuck me off. Thought that was my dog, it ain't no love there. Piss me off, I can't do no talking, bitches up there. Who you is? You know who you is, you can't be fucked with. Top down, we got guap, no. Playing, he get shot down, Nigga playing with them blocks, no. All these diamonds, we got rocks now, big old rocks now. 100,000 in my black tee. In my jury, bitch, I'm bustin', they won't taste me. Had to stay up off the radar in these streets, we live in tax free. Got 250 on that dash right now, I'm speeding, they can't catch me. I got your bitch inside this pen, I'm fucking gripping on her ass cheek. Made $50,000 this whole month, I spent that last. I better laugh $1 million, ain't no rapper who gon' pass me. I made 100 off this rap shit, but I'm jugging through these bags. Remember times when I ain't having, now I pull up with the top down, They go playing, he get shot down, They go playing with them blocks now, All these diamonds, we got rocks now, Watch me pull up with the top down, I got guap now. They go playing, he get shot down, They go playing with them blocks now, All these diamonds, we got rocks now, Oh yeah, top down, with the top down, Goddamn, it feels so good to remember who the fuck I am. We don't rock now, we don't block now, they don't
Niggas know me, been off the points is like back when. Gang in the field, bitch, we be something like the Pac-10.
Gangland, we around this motherfucker, back.
Oh, man, bitch, stand on that. To the head, I'll show a nigga's feelings. My 9th and Wood nigga, up the street from the village.
We ain't in it, you niggas don't talk no blocks, we ain't in it.
Make sure you put him down, never leave a witness. No love for the suckers, never on forgiveness. Stomp down on these niggas, cause niggas is big.
Ooh, about to blow something. Man got the stick, about to hold something.
Ooh, y'all know what it is. It's Gangland TV, SitDown live. Hit the like button. Don't be boosty. And subscribe to the channel. And hit the notification bell, man. That shit easy, man. You know what I'm saying? Easy. Subscribing. That's free as fuck. Hit the notification bell. That's free as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. That shit's free.
Gang in the field, bitch, we be something like the Pac-10.